Come on in. We are talking all things going live with ease and confidence, friends. So we are going to do this thing. We are going live, friends, as we are connecting with our audience. Let me know if you have questions. I always want to make sure I'm answering questions as well. And let me know if you're here. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. So that's what this is all about, friends. We are growing. This is our growth season. So I want to make sure we are growing, friends. Thank you so much for joining the live. And you'll see in real time what things you need to do to make sure you are growing, friends. Again, I say you are. This is our growth season. Appreciate you all being here. I had to look back. I was like, what's back there? I thought something was back there. I was like, what's the white thing? All right. So I am going to be moving and shaking, friends. We are trying to make sure we are able to get started. We're going to get started quicker because we got some friends that's going to be joining us. Um, got some friends that's going to be joining us, and I want to make sure I am answering questions. I had to take a nap. Had to take a nap because I was dragging and exhausted, friends. Not to say, not to say that it's been busy. So we are going to get started in just a second. I'm just kind of going through to make sure I'm not missing anything. Um, Wanted to make sure I got through some comments. Sometimes I have some of my friends send comments, so I got to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Appreciate you. Um, Let me know if you have questions, friends. Appreciate you being here. We're going to get started in just a second. Hello, how are your friends? Come on in. This is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. Thank you for watching the live. I appreciate you being here. Go ahead and like the live. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the likes. Make sure you comment, say hello, and then also make sure you are subscribing. Thank you so much, friends. So, again, I am Dr. Lisa. I am a doctor. I'm a PhD. People ask that all the time. Are you a doctor? What type of doctor are you? I am a PhD in leadership and education. And I go live daily, twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. And I talk about going live with confidence, how to monetize your expertise, and making sure you are leveling up so that you can connect with your audience, use your brand to make sure you're identifying your target audience, and you in turn are offering value and solutions for them. So we talk about that in this live. I want to make sure you guys are being intentional about your growth strategy. And my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet. She may join us this afternoon, but she is helping people with building their YouTube channel. So know that that is a person you should connect with. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go to her channel, subscribe to her channel, comment, do all the things, and we can go ahead and connect with you. So if you are here, go ahead and click like as well as put a comment. Let's see who's here, who's in the room. And then when you are able to, make sure you also click that subscriber button because we are growing. And if you comment and like my live and subscribe on one of my shorts or one of my long form videos, I see that and I can go to do the same for you. So let's make sure we are growing, friends. Um, and as you can tell, we are going to get moving really quickly. I always want to make sure I am answering questions as well. So we're about to go live. We are doing on the TikTok side of the house, we are doing what's called Community Fest. And so people are coming in and they are doing the Community Fest, um, coming in and connecting. So we are about to get started. Thank you all for being here. It is Dr. Lisa. Appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much, friends. I am co-streaming, so that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much, friends, for being here. I appreciate you coming to the live. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. We are going to get started, friends. I appreciate everybody joining the live. Thank you so much. Come on in and get the treasure box. If you are someone who is participating in Community Fest, I appreciate you coming through. I'm going to have some of my friends come join us in a little bit. We'll do a couple friendly battles today. So again, we are going live with confidence and ease. So we're going to do some friendly battles just to make sure we are connected and growing, friends. Thank you all for joining the live. I am putting some treasure boxes out for us as well. So feel free to come in. As you can tell, this live is participating in the Community Fest. So how you doing, Teal? Oh, I love that name. Come on in, friends. Let me know if you have questions. This is my go live with confidence and ease. So if you have questions, go ahead and put in the comments. I always tell people I don't gatekeep. I want to make sure you guys are growing. So I want to make sure you are growing in a way that you can build your own community. You don't have to come and just watch other people go live. You can go and have your own live community. So that's what I teach because I don't gatekeep. And you figure people who are doing this, they are building communities. So it is a way to make sure you're building connections, but it's also a way for you to earn passive income. So I don't minimize the fact that that is part of the strategy as well. So if you are someone who's interested in that, let me know if you have questions. Jesse, how are you, friend? Come on in, all my friends who are joining the live. Again, this is my go live with ease and confidence. I just came on. I just put treasure boxes out there. So the timer is ticking. So feel free to comment. Say hello, Dr. Lisa. Let me know you're in the room. And we are going to get to growing and connecting, friends. So I am adding those treasure boxes because I want you guys to also grow when it comes to monetizing on TikTok as a viewer. How you doing? Is it Irvy? Thank you so much. Is that it, Irvy? Thank you so much, Erie. Erie, maybe it's Erie. Did I say that right? Erie, like Erie. Appreciate your friend Jess MJB. Thank you so much, Amar. Thank you all who are coming in. You know what I love about Community Fest? It gives an opportunity for people who normally don't come to your lives, who are normally not visiting, to meet a new person. So you guys are meeting me, and I appreciate you all being here. Hello, Dandelion. Appreciate your friend. Hello, hello. Thank you for sharing and saying something in the comments, friends. That's what this is all about. We are in community. And like I said, I have the treasure boxes, so we're going to get to connecting and building community as well. So I'm going to have some of my friends come by shortly. They know I'm going live. I go live at 4. I came on a little later, I actually, just to let you know, girl, you're so pretty. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate all the support, friends. I love compliments. I take them. So you guys know I'm going to show you guys in real time. My people who are joining me. I co-stream. I'm on the YT. I just turned on my tablet, turned it on, and so this becomes a playlist. So you guys know I'm here. So when I'm talking to you all, I'm also talking to somebody in the comments. My friend Dandelion is in the comments. So I am co-streaming. So that is part of how I do this as well. Like I said, I have both platforms and I just go on and I just go live and I just talk to you all. Thank you all who are joining the live. I appreciate you being here. We are treasure hunting. I know we are. So I appreciate everybody who's coming through. Thank you so much, friends. If you don't mind liking, commenting, and sharing out the live, I teach about how, as a viewer, you can also grow your community. So you want to make sure your viewers, if you are a live host, you want to make sure your viewers are actively engaging. So they're commenting, they're saying hello, how you doing? And if you click the community fest box, you'll notice TikTok actually tells you the things you need to do. You need to come in and check in. It says the daily heart me, as well as it says give 5 comments. Okay, so it does that on purpose because they want you to be an active viewer. And then it says share a gift. So all those things are part of how do you be in community as a viewer, and then ultimately how do you do it as a live host. Okay, so TikTok tells you everything to do. If you are here and if you click how many viewers are in the room right now, click that number. It actually tells you in the corner with a question mark how to become a top viewer. So a top viewer is someone who is liking the live. That's when you're tapping the screen. You see the hearts under my name. That heart, it says 5:38 right now because we just started. That number's going to get pretty high up because y'all going to get to liking and sharing and commenting. It says liking a live, you get points for that. You get points for every 3 points for every 10 minutes. If you're commenting, you get 3 points for every 10 minutes. And then if you are sharing out the live and you become part of the community, the Daily Heart Me community, the fan club, you get points for sharing. They give you 15 points under the Daily Heart Me. So the fan club. So just know TikTok tells you all the instructions. Thank you so much, friends, for coming in. Let me know if you have questions because I like to make sure I am educating as I talk through what happens in these lives. And some of my friends are going to come join us in a second. The other way to share out the live is press down on the middle of the screen. Like if you press my nose or my glasses, you press the middle of the screen. You can then share your live out to your top supporters. So I'm here now. I'm going to share my live out just so that people know I'm here. And I just shared my live out to more than, it's about almost 10 of my friends. So then I share the live out, and then I can share the live out some more. So sharing out the live, liking the live, all that is part of the engagement strategy. And as you are engaging, how you doing, Nika Grace? How are you? Thank you so much for coming in, friend. How are you doing? Appreciate you joining along. You said, help. What happened? What am I helping with? What happened? You've been out in these streets, laugh out loud. Oh, you said hello. Oh, that was. I was like, what happened? What happened? What you been doing in these streets? These TikTok streets. What did you do? Oh, how you doing, Dar? Thank you so much. Girl, I was like, what in the world? How you doing, Miss Darlene? Oh, that was funny. That was funny. I was like, well, what just happened? Just Mickey, how are you, Mickey? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for the Community Fest. We are doing all things Community Fest right now. I watched some live content creators today. Super interesting. What were they doing? I watched somebody who was on the TikTok live channel yesterday. She had a plastic spoon and she was just putting her spoon around the big microphone. You have the he said, "Yes, I'm back, friend." You know how you have the podcast microphone, and she was rubbing it across that, so it was supposed to be like ASMR, and so she was doing that noise and just talking into the microphone real softly. I was like, Lord, people are doing any and everything out here. I was like, oh my gosh. It was very interesting, to be honest with you. I'm not going to joke about it. I mean, I was like, what in the world is she doing? It was like all these little weird sounds she was making just because she was scraping her spoon over the microphone. Thank you so much, friends. I see you all. Appreciate you. They were filming their content for TT. Interesting. Okay, what do you mean filming their content? So it was like a movie? It was like movie set? Jess Mickey, hey, how are you, friend? Thank you for all the Community Fest gifts. I appreciate that. That is what this community is all about. So what you mean? They were filming. So like right now, if I was to film myself, promoting, doing one of my videos that I might do for my shop, my TikTok shop. So if I was talking about the phone thing and I was doing this and I was doing a video for it, or were they outdoors? I'm curious. That's interesting. You said I've seen her before I came here. Did you really? You saw her before coming here? Oh wow. She was doing it yesterday. She was doing it yesterday. And so it was like, oh my gosh. I sat there and listened to it, looked at it for about 5 minutes. I was like, I ain't gonna spend my time watching her scrape this spoon across the microphone this whole time. I can't do it. My conscience wouldn't let me do it. It was interesting, but my conscience just wouldn't let me do it. How you doing, Mark? Thank you so much for sending that daily heart, me friend. I was sitting there, I was like, I just can't do this. I can't spend my time this way. She did a makeup look like a cat. Then she did several different songs and filmed separate videos. Oh wow. Now see, that's somebody I would want to watch. That's somebody I can get behind. The lady with the spoon, I was like, I'm intrigued, but she had 2 million likes doing her makeup live and then filming it to make content. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. That's what this is all about. I'm great, and how's everyone else doing? Doing well, friend. We are in these community fest streets. Thank you so much for coming through, friend. Are you um are you fairly new to TikTok? Let me know if you are new, friend. Appreciate you joining the live. You are fairly new. I'm looking at your number of followers. You are still engaging, friends. That is awesome. Keep let me know if you have questions because this is my go live with confidence and ease, and I always want to make sure I am helping my new friends. I call y'all my newbies, my newbies who are in these streets, and they're like, look here. I want to know how to do all this stuff. What is going on here? So come on in. Let me know if you're new. And always say, newbies say, hey, I'm new, Dr. Lisa. I'm curious. Leanne, you came back for me. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions. I always tell you all, as a live host, you want to make sure you're getting that engagement. So a lot of it is people commenting. I love comments. I don't have a moderator. I literally am in the comments, in the comments, looking at you all, commenting back, and answering questions. So that's what this is all about. You want to make sure you are making people feel seen, heard, as well as appreciated. So that's my goal. I want to make sure you all feel supported. And then this is a room for, I call it my learn room, because this is a room for people who are curious, but once the chat gets to chatting and then the room gets to rooming, people don't necessarily get a chance. People don't necessarily get a chance to get their questions answered. So I like to make sure I'm a room where you feel like you can get your questions answered. So let me know if you have questions. All my friends coming in, thank you so much. So because we are in the Community Fest, I tell you this: you want to click the Community Fest icon over here. So if you swipe, you can click the one that says Community Fest. I call this TikTok's commercial. This is their ad box. So they run different information through these boxes here, this particular box. So if you click that, hey Luna, how you doing, friend? Coming on in. Mark, is it practical to live on your phone or should I use another device? Great question, Mark. I use my phone. So I'm using my phone here. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you a little tour real quick. So I'm on my phone here. I'm on my tablet here. This is my iPad. And I'm on YouTube on my tablet. So I'm actually co-streaming. So this checking in from Cabo. Thank you so much, friend. And then my computer is actually here, my laptop. This is my laptop. But I have it showing my YouTube channel because I can see comments better from here. So that's why I do that. Um, in my opinion, TikTok gives you what's called thank you all of the 100 who are right now. You know, anyone who teaches content creation on TikTok. There we go. Nika Grace is talking to the people in the room. You want to always talk to your audience and you want to make sure people are connecting. I'm going to pin your comment, Nika, just so that people can see it. Um, so what you want to do, Mark, the phone is the best option in my opinion because what TikTok does is that your comments and all the things on the screen are built for the phone. We actually had someone who came on yesterday and she was going to battle. She may be in shortly, Just Fabulous. So Just Fabulous was like, Dr. Lisa, I can't see the commercial for TikTok on my tablet. So when she switched to her phone, she was able to see it. So again, I think the tablet doesn't give you all the different features that the phone will give you. When it comes to your laptop, I mean, you're using a computer, your laptop, you can use that. However, that's under what's called Live Studio. Okay, so TikTok does allow you to use that. You see a lot of people really gravitate towards that because they're gamers. Okay, so you'll see gamers use it, people who are really interested in showing and in interacting with the gaming platforms. And maybe you also need a streaming key if you want to co-stream with like Twitch or something like that. So just know that that is part of why people do the laptop as well. So you see a lot of people who are like performers, gamers, they want the live studio experience so they can have all the features with streaming. Let me know if there's any other questions, but the laptop is an option if you have live studio. My phone is my primary first choice. I tried to go on TikTok with my tablet and use the tablet because it was a bigger screen and all the things. The way the iPad orientation is, the camera is off on the side panel and not at the top the way it is for my phone. And so because of that, I was looking like I was looking off to the side the whole time. So it was kind of weird looking and everybody's like, you are not making eye contact with us. But I was. I was looking straight ahead, but the camera was off here, so I couldn't look straight ahead. So it's just interesting. So I would tell you, tablet would be a plan B, phone would be number one. So that would be my order. How you doing, leadership, Nika? Thank you so much for engaging the audience. I appreciate you all. How you doing, Kim Love Jones? Leadership, you said I just got that, but not sure what to do with it. Just got what? Live Studio. Live Studio. Honestly, I have never used it. I got Live Studio as well, but I've never used it. So guess what? What am I guessing? Leadership, you so funny to me. You say, guess what? Yes, Live Studio. Okay, yes. Okay, friend. Yeah, I've never used it. I've never set it up to use. I peeked in on it accidentally, to be honest with you, because my other page has you said I was supposed to guess. I'm supposed to guess. I have to. I have it too. What is it, Dr. Lisa? I I I have Live Studio. I accidentally used it for my TikTok shop page. So Dr. Lisa Shops is my TikTok shop page. So I accidentally clicked onto it over there looking for what's called Live Manager if you're trying to do TikTok shop. So when I tried it, I didn't like it, y'all, because it was I not that I didn't like it. It was a lot to get to know, to get to understand. And for that reason, I was like, well, since this is not the right platform, I'm going to abort the mission. So we're not going to try to figure this out right now. So I did not try to figure it out. You all, it takes time to type it out. You said it takes time to type it out. What I'm supposed to be guessing? How did are you talking about? You said TikTok kept never refreshing. So my colleagues hit 4 live goals and I never got my treasure box. Oh, you never got your treasure box. I don't know what happened then. That was super glitching for you then. What happened? Wow. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Jess, Mickey, hey, how are you, friend? Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, wow. Anybody else know if there was other glitches happening? Hi, Renee. Good morning. Good. What is that? Was that good afternoon? Good afternoon. I was like that one morning, was it? Thank you so much, friends, for being here. Appreciate all that are coming in and joining. Really disappointing. Kept saying we completed it, but it glitched over and over. Yeah, that's what it did to me in the morning. It finally popped in as a flash goal, but it does take time. I heard that from a few rooms today. Yes, yeah, it takes time. I think I was on live. Oh gosh, I think I was well after noon, 12 o'clock, before it popped in. I should have looked at the timestamp, but I want to say it was like right around 12 o'clock. So you figure I had been on for 2 whole hours before I saw it, before I got my live goal. Thank you all who are following the creator. I so appreciate you all. Thank you all who are gifted. Thank you, Kim Love Jones, Miss Darlene. Thank you so much for all the comments. I see you all. Defeated my whole purpose. It did, friend. Portia, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know what. Well, you went live. You might want to try it again tonight. Maybe try it if you want to try it one more time. But I think you were doing your content, so your special topic. So maybe just do your special topic, and as you're talking, it'll pop in. Thank you all for the goals. I appreciate you. Let me put some more boxes up. I'm talking away. Um, so we are putting the treasure box out. I appreciate you all coming in. We are gonna get it going. So you guys, I'll keep on top of that. You said I'm back. Yes, you are, Just Fabulous. So are you ready, friend? If you are ready, Just Fabulous was going to do a friendly battle. She was going to try to unlock hers. Just Fabulous, I'm going to tell you, Leadership Revealed is saying it was glitching for her earlier. Do you know if we are supposed to do 100 votes a day or just 100 votes for the week? It's 100 votes between, it's the week, to answer your question, between the 23rd to the 27th. So today is really the day to really get all those votes in. And then I believe come Saturday, that's when it turns over to 200 votes in the week, y'all. 200, okay? I was playing with the boys and totally lost track of time. You talking about the dogs? I love it. I did a battle day, a real one. Did you really? How was it? You said a real one. Mine wasn't real enough for you. Cool. I'm supporting Jesse typing away doing the battle. There we go. There we go, friend. Gotcha. Yes, for the week. So if you have not cast 100 votes, you want to cast those votes. So you are in the treasure box picking, getting your treasures. Ours was friendly. Ours was friendly. It was very friendly. It was battle-ish. it was definitely we follow the rules. We kind of did. We was battling. It was not intense though. I'm not doing the battle part, just support. Thank you so much, friend. Yeah, we did friendly battles in my room because again, we're trying to uncheck the box. Okay, we are trying to check that box off unchecked. I said check. I should have said check the box. We're trying to check the box because we need to check the box next to the actual what do you call that thing? Next to the actual matches that you have to do. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. TikTok, let me edit that. TikTok, I don't even know what that gift is. We doing community fest up in here. That's what we doing. Yes. TikTok, thank you so much. Appreciate you all being here. We're gonna put some more boxes out. What did you say, Mr. Arlene? Let's see. I found a person that had a big room and they were in a higher league than me. We shocked them. What you mean? What you mean? Oh, wait a minute. So did you win the battle? Hold on. All the rooms are doing friendly battles. Yes. Question: do we cast 100 votes or collect 100 votes to be cashable? You actually have to cast those votes. Yeah, you gotta. That's part of it. You gotta cast those votes. So you're collecting 100 so that you can actually vote. Now you don't start off with 100, so that's why you have to do the treasure hunting so that you can get enough votes to cast. But they want you to do 100 votes. Yeah, so you got to do 100 votes. Let me know, friends. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So did you win the battle, Portia? Let me. It sounds like you won. Let me know if you won, friend. Let's see. I'm still catching on comments. Give me a few minutes. Okay, just let me know whenever you're ready. Um, yes, we won. Hold on. It's people that battle in my room. I didn't know if though they help coach. Yes. There are some battlers. Let me just say that now. There are some battlers in these streets, and to your point, because people come in my room. Nika Grace, she battles. Nika Grace, do you battle or do you just watch enough battles? Luna, thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. You said yes, D Ray. There are some people in these streets battling. Oh my gosh. And you're right. They take for granted that newbies don't have support. A room like yours, yeah, you definitely got support, friend. So that's what it's all about. Good afternoon, Christina. Thank you so much. As you can tell, I appreciate you being here, friends. So as you Defray, you totally took them by surprise. Appreciate you. Oh, D Ray, that's what you said, D Ray. How are you, friend? So, yes, you totally take them by surprise because you were a sleeper for them. You said I help battle. Yes, you do help battle. Do you ever battle though? Have you? No, you don't. You don't. You said I'm still thinking about it, Dr. Lisa. I am not going live like that yet. Um, so my newbies who are in the room, as you can tell, this is we are in the community fest, so if you have questions, you said not yet. All right, friend, not yet. You said I help though. Yeah, you've been helping me because I'm like, oh my gosh. So, what I will say, my newbies, if you're in the room, just say hi. I'm new. This is my first time in your room. I like to see those comments, and then let me know if you're going live because I want to make sure you're getting questions answered. Now you got another go, man. Yes, yes. I just keep resetting it. I just keep. I'm trying to stay on top of it because somebody's gonna say at some point, Dr. Lisa, reset your goal, reset your goal. So I'm trying to see, I'm trying to pay attention. Thank you all who are coming in. If you are coming in specifically for Community Fest, come in, get your box. Come in and get your box. I want to I don't want you to miss out on getting the treasures. Okay? You said, hi, I'm new from New Jersey. How you doing, Brandon? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for coming in. Do you go live, my friend? Doris, how are you, friend? Yes, tap the screen. Yes, we are tapping the screen. We are sharing out the live. We are commenting. All of those things matter. All of those things matter to activating a live. I am good, thank you. No live yet. What's the hold up, friend? I always have to ask, what is holding you back? And so What typically happens, people are like trying to figure out the app. How are you? How you doing, MQ? Once I get 1,000 followers up, oh, Brandon, you came to the right room, friend. You already have live access. I'm going to tell you that right now. I want you to go check, friend, and then you can come back and say, Dr. Lisa, I didn't know I had live access. But yes, you have live access. So here's the deal. TikTok has been giving live access for people who are high engagers, meaning that you are engaging. You have a blue box next to your name, friend. So you have live access. The misnomer normer right now is that you need 1,000 followers. You do not need 1,000 followers. So I want you to go to your profile page. I want you to click, hey, D-Ray, thank you so much. I want you to click TikTok Studio on your profile page. Click that. You'll see at the top, it's going to say tools and it's going to say live. Okay? Click the live screen. Scroll down. You're on the live home screen at that point. Click the live screen. Once you click the live screen, you'll scroll down and it'll say go live. Go live. You'll see the red go live button. Now, once you press it, it's going to tell you, it's going to take you to the home settings. You might have to put in the age verification because you got to be 18 years or older. You may have to put that in, meaning that maybe you have to show your photo ID or something like that. It'll prompt you to say what to do. I saw a strange thing with that today. What happened? What was the strange thing? Let me know, friend. Um, Hello, Forks. Okay, okay. Hmm. I am seeing something I think is affecting us meeting missions. What's that? What are you seeing, friend? How you doing, Mia Moore? Thank you so much, friend. Heart. Appreciate your friend. Um, you said I'm new. Hold on one second. I'm catching up on some comments. Appreciate you all. I'm new and you're live and from India. Yes, go live. Go live, friend. Dr. Lisa, I'm happy you said Dr. Lisa. I missed the answer to my question. I was recharging coins. What would I say? Hold on one second. Thank you all. Let's see. Let's see, Happy. Let me see what your question is real quick. Let me see what comments you have. Dr. Lisa, um, it said you said the same thing twice. Let me know if you had a question that you wanted me to put in. TikTok didn't only show me the same question twice. Let me know what you need, Happy. I'm happy to answer it. Appreciate your friends. Let's see. I'm resetting my goal. I'm putting some more treasure boxes out. You guys see, I am multitasking. So I'm gonna catch up on comments in just a second. But I was just making sure Brandon knew he had live access. So hopefully he knows he has it. We give them from the comment community fest. Say that again. Okay, welcome in the room from Minnesota. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much, Charlene. Um, Thank you all for coming in. I'm going to charge my phone. Thanks for information. I will try, but I'm at work right now. Okay. But you do have access. I, so what happened, Nika Grace? She said a strange thing, and I'm catching up on comments too. May I have to try when I get home later? Yeah, just click the go live button. You may have to wait until they approve you if you have to do an age verification. But sometimes they look at you and they're like, okay, you 18 years old, and they let you go live. So I missed the answer to my question. I was recharging coins. You know what? Your question didn't come through. Your question never came through, Happy. When we collect votes, it takes us to the Community Fest page. We might not get credit for gifts unless. You think so? I don't think that's. You think so? Um, you got it going on. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you, Simply Stated. Appreciate you joining the live, my friends who are coming in. I'm gonna get us some more treasure boxes. Let me charge my phone. My phone is like, Dr. Lisa, what are you doing? You are doing a lot here. Thank you so much, friends who are doing the Daily Heart Me. It's not clicking them complete. What's not clicking your votes? It's not clicking your votes. Let me know what you're saying, leadership. Thank you all who are coming into my live. If you are new to my live, I say all the time, go ahead and comment, say hello. Hello, Dr. Lisa, I'm new. And if you can we tap to 15? Yes, we got to tap to 15K, friends. We're gonna tap the screen. Feel free to tap as you please. I don't want to make it seem like I'm forcing you all. You guys have agency to tap, to like, to comment, to do all the things. TikTok is not gonna get me in trouble with TikTok. TikTok says, don't be manipulating people. I am not. Y'all all make choices. We all make choices in these TikTok streets. Okay? So you make a decision if you want to share out the live. Hey girl, how you doing, Gypsy? Thank you so much, Spiritual Soul. Thank you for coming in, getting that daily heart, me friend. Thank you for your comments. All of you coming in. D Ray, thank you for the share. Zip it, thank you for the follow. Leadership, you said when we collect a vote, goes to Community Fest page, you click to get credit for the voting gifts. But it is not giving you the check mark that you got your votes or your gift. Leadership, I don't know, friend. You might be dealing with some glitches. What is it all about? Challenge, etc. I am grateful for the education. You are so welcome, Happy. Thank you so much for coming in. Nika Grace says tap, 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 share the video, interact with people, drop a follow, and do the things. Do the things, do the things. Okay, so Happy, let me explain the Community Fest to you. You are manually clicking it. Yes. You have to make sure you get the heart me. Get the heart me. Have you done the heart me? Carrie said make sure you got the heart me. Yep. Make sure you got the heart me. Yep. How can I have that many glitches? Um, so from yesterday, yeah. Make sure you have the. I guess maybe that's the first step. The first step in those instructions as a viewer, you're gonna click here to Community Fest. Happy, follow me with this one. You're gonna click the Community Fest. So scroll over, get to Community Fest, and then once you're there, as a viewer, TikTok gives you instructions to follow for the day. Thank you. How you doing, Nordy? Appreciate your friend. Come on in. Does she need an update? She might need to update her app, huh? Leadership, you think you need to update your app? Have you done that recently? How? Happy, are you on your phone? Thank you so much, Gypsy. If you're on your phone, you should be able to see the option for Community Fest. Let me put some more um, treasure boxes. I'm going to have to stay on top of my treasure boxes. My app, her app is updated. So once you see Community Fest, click the Community Fest feature. Once you're there, a screen's going to pop up. It's going to tell you my ranking. And then you're going to slide over and it's going to say For You. Click the For You option. See, you'll see it at the bottom. Once you click the For You option, once you click the For You option, it should give you a screen that gives you instructions on what to do. The top of it is going to tell you to vote. People are clicking this treasure box to collect votes. You got to vote. You got to cast 100 votes this week by tomorrow. You're live now. Uh, Give me 1 second. Just fabulous. I'm going to add you in 1 second. So you're going to click 100 votes by the end of this week, by tomorrow, essentially. And with those votes, you are going to follow those instructions. It tells you to do the daily check-in. It tells you to send 5 comments. It tells you to send a gift. All that is part of what you're doing to make sure you are eligible to play the game. Okay. Hey y'all, we got 112 people in the room. Hey T Ray, how you doing? It doesn't always automatically click itself complete. You can click the check mark. Yes. Hello, Francis. Hello, I'm here. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Make sure you guys are engaging. We are connecting. We are growing. This is all about community, friends. We are all doing the community. So what we're about to do really quickly, I'm about to turn it on. My friend, Coach Miss Jessie, she is coming in. Thank you so much for the Community Fest gifts. I see you all. Thank you so much, friends. You are awesome, friends. Thank you so much for the support. What we're gonna do, we're gonna do what's called a friendly. We're friendly in this room. We are friendly people. Okay, so this is for my newbies. My from Peruvian, your Peruvian arrived. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you. Nika Grace, you sent a comment to leadership. I want 112 in my room. Not complaining, calling into existence support. I love it, friend. You said, "Look here, let me just manifest this right now. Let me manifest." I hear you, leadership. You said, "Let me just get to manifesting." Um, so I love it. That's TikTok. I'm gonna say TikTok, you're playing games with me because we got to do Community Fest to get this type of presence. Where a month ago I didn't have to do all this. Okay. Now I got to do all this to get this type of energy and viewership. So I call foul, but we just gonna keep going with it, friends. TikTok is being very TikTok like, but that's okay. Some sugar, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being in the room. Thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate all you all who are sharing, commenting, liking, and gifting. Appreciate all the support. So if you are new and all the follows, thank you so much. If you are new to my room, go ahead and take a look at the community in the corner. Click that first. And then you're going to come over here and cast votes. You're going to collect votes, rather. TiVo, thank you so much. Hello, friend. Thank you so much, Portia. So we're going to continue to do this. My friend, just Coach Miss Jessie, she's coming on under that page. She's also just fabulous. She's about to come up. We're going to connect with her. We're going to do a friendly battle to make sure she can unlock her treasure box. So we're about to do that now. And I am inviting her up. Thank you so much, friend. And she's going to come over to these TikTok streets. We're going to co host. Hello, friend. How are you?
Hello, hello.
How are you? What is it
I'm trying
for?
to get my goalies. Um,
What's up?
I'm trying to make sure I don't spit those goalies out or choke on them.
Why not? You don't like them? The vinegar.
Yes, I'm not. Oh God, I should have just ate one at a time. I got two of them in my mind. I'm trying to talk, so I'm multitasking too. Because listen, so I totally lost. Hello, everybody. First of all, hey, hey, hey. Good afternoon, everybody.
Thank you for being
So
here.
I usually go and play with my boys. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna play ball with them a little later because I'm going somewhere and I gotta, make sure that they're really sleepy and tired. But my big dog, he is such a smart dog. When he wants to play ball, he brings the ball and he sits next to it, and he's so big I can't lift him up or nothing. And I usually have to try to push him and drag him in the house. So I was trying to tell him, no, we can't play ball right now. So then he laid down. I'm like, oh, good God Almighty, I'm gonna have to play ball. So I went to go ahead and play ball with the dog, and I lost track of time.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Out there playing with them, lost track of time. Next thing you know, I said, "Oh my God, I gotta get ready because I'm leaving the house and I gotta be ready. Somebody's picking me up." I said, "Oh my God," and I said, "Oh my God," and I gotta go live with Dr. Lisa. Oh
so you
yes,
so you
okay.
had the treasure box up yesterday. Did it go well for you? You had a lot of people coming by treasure hunting. Thank you all my friends who were
I
coming
did
in.
get a lot of people. The the blog was going in and out, in and out, in and out was going on. So the room was vibing.
That's
I
good.
think I was on for about 5 hours.
Oh wow.
For 5 hours and 25 minutes to be exact.
You like me.
Uh, and I think by the time I got done, I think it was like almost over 1,000 people came in the room.
Wow.
I had like 20 new followers.
There we go.
So, so it was like 30 gifters. So it wasn't bad, but it's also like really the first time I've been kind of live, because I told you I dropped the D2.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that, if I keep doing this, I'm going to end up, going to
The next
accomplish
level.
my goal.
Okay. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about, growth. So the community fest, just so that you know, I'm just going to do a quick recap because I think Happy, you asked like, why are we doing this? It really is a campaign that TikTok is doing. It's one of their signature events that they essentially are having out there for us to be in community, and they gamified this where people are coming around getting these treasure box and getting votes and voting for their favorite creator, their live host. As you come in my room, when you click the community fest up here, you could vote. You could vote for me because you're in my live, or you can collect your votes and go somewhere else. But you want to do 100 votes because those 100 votes are going to allow you to enter into a cash prize pool, which is $5,700, and you can make anywhere between 2 cents to $100 just by casting votes. That's all you're doing. You're casting votes and you're engaging. Okay, that's all TikTok is asking the viewers to do. And as live hosts, we are doing this.
Yeah, I
Brianna,
want to
can you
wake
bring
up
me
and
up?
say,
I have a
oh,
quick question. You know what? I'm gonna have to bring you up after because I'm co-hosting right now. My friend D, appreciate you for being here. She asked, could I bring her up? Brianna, that's it, Brina. I have to bring you up because this is a co-host with Coach Miss Jessie, so it would have to be after because you would come up as a guest. So,
did you do anybody else this afternoon?
in terms of live,
I know there were 4 people, right?
yeah, there was several people. I'm gonna see who else comes in. I know Jamie Lee said she wanted to do it. She wanted to do it, and then there was also, I think Latoya said she wanted to do it, and I think Iridescent, she goes by the real. Glam Life Closet. She'll come in. So I think I had four of y'all that wanted to kind of do it. Kim, let me know if you wanted to do it too. Kim Love Jones. I think Kim, since you're in the room, you're the next one. Let's do this one for you, Coach Miss Jessie, and then maybe Kim, if
So
you
one
are.
more question, right?
Uh-huh.
So since I'm gonna be leaving out to go somewhere like 5 o'clock or so my time, so I'm not driving, but I don't want to even have it on while I'm in the car.
Right.
So when I leave and
It'll
then
be available.
when I get to the church and I get back on, do I need to do this again?
No, it'll be there for the day. So when I got off earlier, because I took my little nap, I took my nap. I got off earlier. It comes back. Once you unlock the treasure box, it's unlocked for the day. So tomorrow you got to do it again. Come
So then
midnight.
all I gotta do is hit the thing, the fast, and put the chest and all that.
Yep, yep. It'll be there
All
for
right,
you.
so okay, good. They're gonna be going to church tonight.
All
Okay, awesome.
right, all right. All right, friends. So I'm gonna set the battle. So do me a favor. Click how many you got to do. Is it two or were
Oh,
you
let me see.
one?
Hold on. Let me
Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I see you, friend. Appreciate you being in the room. Thank you all who are here. I'm putting more treasure box up as we speak. And let me know if you have questions. I'm trying to
if you
see the
wanna
chat
stop
too.
by to help me out, I really appreciate y'all.
Yes, yes. We want to make sure we have some people to come in to Coach Miss Jessie and support her as well. This is a friendly battle. So we are just making sure we are checking the boxes to unlock the treasure box for our friend.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
it says two.
Okay, two. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and
All right, so
we'll get
doing it
started.
the same way, do the finish first live goal, right?
Oh, did you do that first yesterday? Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah, because I think we did it up, yeah, that way first.
click
Why
it.
does it say accept you again? Aren't you?
No, no, no. You're gonna have to accept the match, but don't do it yet. Click off, and then do your live go first. I am out. I will do it when I get back. Okay. Did you do your live go first?
Let's see what. Because remember, we just said this is what you don't do first, and that'd be why.
Yeah, go ahead and click it first. See what happens.
Oh, this daily heart me.
Is it?
Why? Why?
We'll keep that going, and then let's do the match. So
Oh,
that's
me
so
too.
it did
So,
so it did allow it to show up. That's good. So if somebody comes over to your room and gives you two daily heart me's, she needs two daily heart me's. If you want to go over to her room, and then let me put some more gift box, some treasure boxes, and then so she needs two, and then we are gonna do. Zippy, how are you doing today? I am doing well, friend. Okay, Kim Love Jones. So you said you're out. You'll do it later. Kim, I have a hard stop at 7 tonight because somebody scheduled a one-on-one with me.
well, thank you, Nika, and leadership. Thank you, ladies.
All right, so
Hello, Miss Darlene.
we're gonna do the match, friend. All right, there you go. So we're gonna get
So
started.
accept now, right?
Yep, go ahead and accept. You good now? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, friends, we are doing it. Thank you all for supporting the live. I appreciate you. I'm gonna put some treasure boxes up for us. We're gonna keep going with doing the we're doing a friendly battle right now. So I appreciate you if you tap the screen. Tapping the screen gives points, so you know that that is part of getting points for the battle. So you want to tap the screen, and then we are going to make sure we follow the instructions. So if you've never participated in a battle, hey, I saw you iridescent. Let me know if you want to go today. I'll be back about 30 minutes. Okay, cool, cool. That's perfect, Kim. I saw your comment. Okay. Thank you so much. The Real Glam Life Closet. Let me know if you want to come up next. I think you were my next person. Let me know if you want to try to do this next. This is a friendly battle. So, Coach Miss Jessie, we're doing a 5-minute battle. I'm explaining to my newbies in the room, and you're like, what is going on, Dr. Lisa? I want to make sure you understand how these battle things go. Number battles are you in? This is the first of two. This is one of two. So she has to do two to unlock the treasure box. So this is one of two for her. Let me know. Were you doing the treasure boxes too? Let me know what you want to do next if you want to come up next, friend. So this is one of two. And then with this particular game, just so that you all know, I always want to make sure you guys understand what's happening. Essentially, what TikTok tells you to do, you have different goals. You'll see it come up under the screen right here where it's sharing how, as you're increasing your points, is telling the audience, and as a live host, I'm supposed to be coaching you guys through how to support the game. Okay. um, Certain gifts in the beginning, the roses, the sharing the live, the commenting, the liking, all that supports that gets you points. So you'll hear people say tap the screen. I want you to tap the screen. It'll say send roses, send roses, send send roses and hearts and stuff like that. So you'll hear people say that. As the game goes on, it tells you very clearly two times the gift points. So if you send higher level gifts, those gifts are worth more points. So people are like, hey, send higher, don't send roses, don't send heart puffs, essentially because those are the lower level gifts. So they want you to send higher level gifts so that you can get more points because it's two times the points. And then it'll get to the point where it says three times the points. And so that's another thing that's available for you to send, again, higher level gifts because they're worth more points. As you are as your viewers are engaging in your live, people have teams. Okay, so as people are engaging in your live, they're getting what's called power ups. Those power ups give you like a boosting glove. That glove can give you five times the points. There's some other little misters where you can block out the other person from seeing how many points that you have. So there's some other things that happen in terms of the game. So you just know that that becomes part of the gameplay and strategy. It becomes part of the gameplay and strategy. So people are really being strategic to win. And then if you have some high level gifters in your room, people who have the ability to send high level gifts, then those people, especially when it's like five times the points or two and three times the points, you want those people to be on your team because they can send gifts and then that can take your points way over. And so you win really easily. So this is what we're calling friendly battles because we're not necessarily paying attention to the points. We're trying to unlock the box to have the treasure box. We're trying to unlock the treasure box, check that box off. And so my friend, Coach Miss Jessie, she needed to do two friendly battles or two matches. That's what they call them, matches, so that she could unlock the treasure box. Okay. So let me know if there's questions, friends. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, I am here to help the people. I want to help you grow. I want you to help you be successful. And if you are nervous, shy, or afraid about going live, I give you encouragement because at the end of the day, this can be you. I am a professed introvert. I am. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm shy. I do all the things, but I come here and I go live and I just be myself. So just know this is something you clearly can do. I did three battles this morning and afternoon. Oh my gosh, I did not know you were a battler. Oh my gosh, I had no idea, friend. You did three. Look at there. Are you doing Community Fest? Thank you so much. We're in our last few seconds of the battle. Some sugar. You are gonna get some. You, Kim and Nika Grace. I think you guys are gonna get some power ups. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate all the taps, the shares, the likes, the gifts. You guys were awesome. I appreciate all the support. Some sugar, you got a glove, and you got something else. What was the other thing you received? I can't tell what that is. Is that the timer? I'm not sure what that is. And then Kim, you got a glove as well. Awesome. Hey, okay, so we're gonna do the next one.
Nobody have anything in my room.
You said what now?
I don't see nothing came up for my peoples.
In terms of what they won, let me know. Is
Like,
that just for the winners? They get the power ups, or is that the top people timer as timed at the end if you need to catch up? Ooh, I did not know that. Okay, look at you, some sugar. We might need you to use that timer. You have 5 days to use it though. Okay, I'm gonna do the rematch. I'm not sure what. Somebody answer that question, Nika. Do the other room? Do they receive? Do you know if you didn't win the match? Do you receive? Um, do the top people also receive power ups? I assume the answer is
I
yes.
think that they should be able to get
Oh,
it
she said
because
you only get power ups if you win. There you go.
uh,
That's her take on it. Yeah.
rolling with the loser.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, so yes. I say I got you. I got you. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all. You said no have to win. That's okay. So that's part of the rules for winners. That's good to know because you have to be a win. You have to be on the winning side to get the power ups. Okay. And if you're not, I see I hadn't even noticed. That's funny. I've been doing these battles for the past couple of days. I guess I hadn't noticed that the screen didn't say power ups. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. Um, and if you are here, let me know if you have questions. I appreciate all the support, friends. Thank you so much for coming into the live room. And we are doing the community fest, so I'm making sure I'm giving the treasure box up here. So click the treasure box so you can also participate in Community Fest. Community Fest. And if you are new to my room, go ahead and put new in the chat so I know you're here. Say hello, Dr. Lisa. I'm new to the room. We are doing a friendly battle right now for my friend, Coach Miss Jessie. She is doing the battle so she can unlock the treasure box. Treese, thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all coming through. Miguel, thank you so much for the follow. Let me know if you have questions, friends. I always want to talk to my new people as well. If you are nervous, scared, or shy about going live. All right, friends. Thank you all for coming in. New here, Dr. Lisa. How you doing, J3S? Is that Jess? That was a creative way of doing it. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for joining the live. Let me know if you are new to going live. Doesn't look like you're new to these TikTok streets. You got a blue box. So you've been engaging and connecting with folks. Let me know if you have questions as well. Oh, I can't see my comments. Let me see my comments. Thank you all. Yes, yes. Hello, friend. You're fairly new, but you know what? That's what this is all about. You are engaging. And so the whole thing is to make sure you are engaging as you are building your community. And if you go live, I will tell you guys right now, Community Fest has been great. Community Fest is allowing more people to come to my live, to get to know me, to get to engage. That's what this is all about. You are building community. So there's more people setting eyes on my live. Need a rose, someone. We need a rose. Is that it? We need a rose. Is that what's happening here? We need a rose. New started following you off Portia's page. Thank you so much, Treese Jones. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for coming here. Like I said, I teach about going live with ease and confidence because I have a lot of people who are nervous, scared, and shy. I tell people your audience is a reflection of you. Okay? People connect with you and they resonate with you because they see themselves in you. So that's a big thing. So you want to pay attention to that. So as you go live, what is that? Oh, that what was the lightning bolt for? Oh, the booster. Sent a booster. There we go, friend. So we're gonna send a booster so you guys can see the gift shoot. We're in two times the gifting points. So if you send gifts, it's gonna be twice the points. And as you guys can tell, I'm trying to be intentional with talking through this so you guys can see what battling is like. This is not an intense battle. It's good now. Yes, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, all that are coming in the room. Battling does not have to be a tense moment. You can do these friendly battles and you can build community this way. But let me know if you all have questions. I always want to answer questions too. In my chat, I don't have a moderator because I want to make sure I'm seeing your comments, I'm connecting with you all, and we're able to connect. So we're in the last 45 minutes of this battle. And like I said, this battle is designed to allow our friend Coach Miss Jessie to unlock her treasure box and put some treasures up here for people. If you are new to my room, go ahead and say I'm new. Thank you for the follows. How you doing, Miss Leo? Mrs. Leo. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for being in community right now. I appreciate all the support. And if you are participating in Community Fest, don't forget to click. Don't forget to click the Community Fest box at the top because that's where TikTok tells you what to do and how to grow, how to make sure you are actively engaged. Hello from Dallas. How are you, friend? Hello from Orlando. How are you, Mrs. Leo? Thank you so much. So we're all done. We all done. Oh my gosh, that was so fast. Those 5 minutes go quickly. Thank you so much again, friends. I so appreciate you all. You all are awesome. Thank you so much for your contributions. The power ups. I want to see. Okay. I wanted to see it. It went away from me too quickly. I'm sorry. I wasn't able to see what was achieved, but there was definitely some power ups that were given. So I appreciate you all. Just know that I appreciate all the taps, all the shares, all the likes, all the support, friends. Let me know if you have questions about battling. I think that is it. My friend, Coach Miss Jessie, has probably unlocked her. Hello, friend. You unlocked your box, didn't you?
Um, it. Let me look. Wait a minute. Why y'all had to beat me so bad? Y'all, y'all ain't had to whoop me like that.
I
Come on,
I was just in the
somebody.
comments. I didn't even see it. I wasn't paying attention to the points.
I'm trying to tell my side over here about the food truck. Why why I never used to eat on the food truck. I wasn't even looking at the score,
I
so
wasn't
we
either.
busy yapping. And I looked up and I said, "Well, dang."
I wasn't looking either, to be honest with you. I was like talking away, answering questions.
Oh my God! So
He said, I'm
questions
just,
for you.
some sugar said, I'm just trying to level up. She about to be a fly in level 25 box, too. Wow.
Not too bad. You could have came. It's not too late. You could have came back and half over here. Y'all beat me down. Well, look, I have a question for you.
What's up?
Okay. Do you eat from the food trucks?
Do I ever eat from food trucks? I have done it before.
Have you
Not,
ever thought not to?
um, I'm a picky eater, a little bit of a picky eater. So I hesitate. I have to find the right truck. I'm one of those that have to find the right truck. But I've done it. I haven't done it recently. It's funny you say that because I'm trying to think. The last time I've been to a food truck probably was like 2 years ago, 2023. I distinctly remember doing something like that with where in Orlando they have this whole food truck community where people can go as part of one of the, it's almost like in the tourist attraction areas. And so I had some friends come in town. We went down there and ate and I had and popped around to different places. I was picky though, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm a picky eater too, but not only that, my mind, I think about all kinds of weirdo stuff, right? I've only eaten from the food trucks at my church because every time we have a function, they do have food trucks out there and stuff like that, and it's always a great time. And listen, I'm that one that will be starving and would not eat from a food truck because I kept wondering where they use the bathroom. And so I kept saying, where do they wash their hands? And then if they pee on the side of the truck, what happens to their hands? So I used to think of my daughter used to be like, Mommy, really? Aren't you hungry? I'm like, I'm hungry, but I cannot eat because I don't know where they use the bathroom. I'm like, can you ask them, please? I need to know. She's like, I'm not gonna go ask them that. So
So you gotta pick a food truck place. Like I said, this particular food truck yard, they obviously they have the different bathrooms available. So yeah.
well, see, I know in my church, they're able to come inside and they're able to, they have more than one person with them. So I trust it. I'm like, okay, I know here that they have access to the bathroom and all that. So I'm good with that. So I became a truck eater recently because of that. And I was like, oh, the food is really good. And my daughter's like, yeah, all this time you've been missing from the truck because I don't eat meat, right? So it's like all this time you've been missing all the good hot dogs and all the good chili fish. I say, yeah, and all this time you probably ate from the little dirty pea hands. I said, I am a weirdo. She said, Mama, you a weird. Ain't nobody else thinking about that. I said, no, that's my OCD. It's not me. It's the OCD in me. So yeah, I was just wondering, like, does anybody else think that, or is it just me? But that was what I was
I'm
doing. This
very
was
particular, so yeah, it's crossed my mind. It's crossed my mind, and like I said, I haven't gone in some time.
I
So
be wanting to ask. That's how bad it is. Like, I'm sorry. Where is the bathroom at?
you might need to ask. But that might be one of the criteria before you decide to order. Let me
Yeah,
understand.
so I was trying to send my daughter to do it. Like, go ask if they say who asked, say the handicap lady went to the bathroom. But that was it, y'all. I'm
Did you?
crazy.
I was going to ask quickly. Did you check to see if it unchecked for you the treasure box? Make sure that you can have it to share, even though you may not share it now, but at least you have it.
Let me see.
Thank you all that are in the comments. You said Kim Love Jones. You said they have gourmet food trucks now, so she said the gourmet ones. So you might want to
What,
find
she
the
said,
gourmet. She said there's gourmet ones now, so they
what
have
is
all
that?
the amenities. I guess I'm assuming they have maybe the bathroom, the water pipeline coming through. I'm assuming. So they're a little bit more.
Oh,
They're almost like
okay.
when you think about the luxury RVs, something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I see. Wait, for viewers, I check that. Hold on. I think, yeah, I think it's good because the timing is going on the chest. So yeah, I think we're all good.
Okay, friend. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so
We're not
much.
gonna see you, right?
You said what
So
now?
give me the update. What's happening with you?
You said where am I gonna be in the next 24 hours? Is that what you asking?
Yeah, am I gonna be out here in these streets? What's
Don't be
happening?
out in the streets. You might be out in the streets though, because I'm gonna try to keep up with my live schedule. So I'm traveling, you guys. So people in the room know I am traveling tomorrow, and so I'm gonna be on vacation traveling. But I am gonna still try to keep up with my live stream. So we're gonna see if I can keep up with my live stream, and essentially I'm going to try. Tomorrow might be the only day that's going to be a little touch and go, but by Saturday, Sunday, Monday might be a little touch and go. Tuesday I should be good, and Wednesday I should be good. So we'll see. I'm back to my regular schedule definitely on Thursday, but my goal is to try to be on at least once a day. Ideally 10 I can do, and I might be able to do 4. With Italy, the time difference is 6 hours, so I'm thinking I should be able to manage on a similar 10 and 4 schedule, but it's just going to be the opposite times for Italy. So they're 10 and 4. I'm going to have to do. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to do it. I'll put a note in my story if I can't do it.
Okay, yes,
So that way you
because
guys can keep up with me if you so choose to. I appreciate all the support. So thank you so much. And you be careful on these TikTok streets. Okay? You be careful.
she's loose again. She's loose.
Yes. You be careful. Don't get caught up in all the shenanigans. There's so much out here. So be
And while you
careful.
are gone, so we're gonna continue to do the friendly battles amongst us. So did we know who's
So
gonna come?
Phenomenal says she put something in her schedule
Okay.
to do one tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So when I
Okay.
do my 10 o'clock live, she's going to do the 10 a.m. session. So anybody who wants to go to Phenomenal's room, she'll do some friendly battles like this so that you can unlock. So if you could make that, that may be good. Just so that you can
Okay.
make it and see if you can unlock real quick. Because you only have the 2 to do. So it's not
Yeah.
that you have a lot. And I think leadership, she was here earlier. I think she was gonna attend that 10 o'clock. And I think
Okay.
Jamie Lee, she was gonna come back to my 4 o'clock here. So we'll see if she stops
It's
through.
so we keep it going with one another. So
Exactly. Exactly. See,
for the most
we be
part.
listening to you. You said, hey, we need to be doing some coordination.
Hey, want to make sure that we don't lose the momentum because our agent is out. So we gotta keep it together. The community gotta still stick together.
Yes, yes. So if you guys heard that, there is definitely a room that's going to be doing it 10 a.m. tomorrow. Her name is Phenomenal Katrina. Phenomenal Katrina. If you go to her page, she has a live event that she scheduled. You can click that live event for tomorrow at 10 a.m. and register if you want to. So that way you can
Maybe
make
I'll do
sure.
evening. If she do the morning, maybe I'll do the evening lives for those that come on later.
Okay, okay. You want to host it? That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
If there's
yeah.
people like Kim Love Jones, I'm not sure if you need an evening person, but yeah, go ahead and put an event in your schedule. So you can say you'll take over the 10. What do you want to do? The 4 or 4 or 5?
Yeah, I'll let Phenomenal do the morning. Will be in her with her, and then I'll do the evening. Uh, well, you're usually at 3 o'clock, so
That's
maybe
right. We're
I'll
on
do.
different time zones. That's right.
Okay,
That's
so
right.
I'll do the same time that you normally come on for the evening.
Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. Okay, guys, y'all heard it here. I'm going to schedule my live tonight. Okay. So, Kim, if you want to do, so I don't know if you heard that. I think you're going to come up next, Kim. So let me know whenever you're ready. But we Coach Miss Jessie. Her room is Coach Jessie. You can see her here if you guys want to follow her in here right now. Anybody who wants to follow her, she is going to be hosting a live friendly battle for people to participate in tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central, 4
Yes.
p.m. Eastern. And so she's gonna do that for all of you. I need about 20 more minutes. Okay, friend, that's totally fine. So so she's gonna do that for you all tomorrow. So anybody who needs an afternoon or early evening live battle so that you can unlock your treasure box, she will be a person that you can go to and connect with. Okay? And she will be hosting in her room at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay? So I just want to make sure you all got that. And if you are curious about battling, it's a good person to go to her room and learn too. I laugh out your loud when you were talking about leaving your agency, old agency. Can you explain what led to it? Ooh, I love that. I am. Is it Alani? Alani? Alana? All right, I will. Give me 1 second. I'll talk about the whole backstory, friend. I don't mind sharing. All right, friends. Thank you so much, Coach Miss Jessie. I so appreciate you.
Yes.
Let me know if you need anything else, friend.
Yes. And you have safe travels
Thank
and
you.
have a
Appreciate it.
good time. Did you just come?
It did not. It's a, it's en route. They said it shipped. So
Did it say it be here what day?
it did not give me a date. It did not. I checked actually this morning, so it did not give a date. I was like, oh, too bad. That's okay. That's okay. I got some other stuff packed, but I will wear it when I get back.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All
All
right.
right. No problem. Okay. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Take care. Bye bye.
All right.
All right, friends. Yes. Thank you so much. Let me put some more treasure boxes up. Let me let me talk about the agency stuff. Yes. Couple things. I don't mind sharing that news. Let me know really quickly, anybody who is here and you have questions about Community Fest, let me know if you have questions. So did you guys know, if you guys notice, I am, okay, I just want to make sure I kept up with my timing. I am a live host coach. So if you have questions about going live with Confidence Ease, that's what this topic is about. If you're curious about Community Fest, click the Community Fest icon up here, slide over to what's for you, and you'll see the different instructions that TikTok gives you to make sure you are casting votes. So you're clicking the treasure box, you're getting votes from the treasure box, and then you are going to cast up to 100 by tomorrow. Okay? So you want to do that. You want to cast those votes. And so you want to make sure you know exactly who is your favorite live host. You can collect votes or you can vote for the live hosts in the room right now. And that is me. So make sure you are casting your votes and voting, friends. And then also pay attention by clicking here to know what are the other things you need to do. You might have to do a daily check in. You may have to send 5 comments. You may have to send a gift. So pay attention to that as well so that you are able to actively participate. And then with participation, you essentially are able to get entered into a cash pool, which is $5,700, 5739 dollars that TikTok has available for this week for eligible participants. And to be eligible means that you've hit the goal of sending 1,000. I'm sorry, 100 votes. I said 1,000. 100 votes. Okay, so make sure you're doing that. Um, my friend, you asked the question. How you doing, friends? All who are here. If you're new, let me know you're new. How you doing, Miguel? How you doing, Kane? All my friends, Bella, everybody who's in the room, make sure you are connecting with folks, but also make sure you have, if you don't have a bio, make sure you put a bio in. Hello, Miss Darlene. Thank you for coming back, friend. How do I send votes? When you click the Community Fest here, scroll over, make sure you're clicking the Community Fest box that's up here. You said I voted. Appreciate your friend. You click that, and then at the once you click it, you're gonna see my screen for the room you're in. You'll see something that says for you. Scroll over to the toggle over to the option for you. Then there's a screen that will show the information for you to do. The very top says vote. So you're gonna vote by clicking the little plus and sending votes, or you're gonna collect votes by clicking here to collect votes. Okay, to claim votes essentially. And so as you claim them, you come back over here and send the votes. That's how you do it. Yep. So it's pretty easy. So let me know if you have questions. So let me answer the question about why did I leave the agency. So I am currently agency list. I actually did submit. I'm full transparency. I did submit the application to become an agency. Okay, I did submit the application. However, I have not heard back from TikTok yet, so I'm waiting. Okay, I'm waiting. I sent it on Thursday, so we are still in limbo. We waiting to hear back. They told me it could take up to 2 weeks before I hear something, so we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, I hear something soon from TikTok. And I'll be checking my emails, checking daily to see if TikTok has gotten back to me. Let me check again. Now that I say that out loud, let's see if TikTok has gotten back to me, and I haven't heard back yet, y'all. Still waiting. Still waiting. So we're still waiting. So, with that being said, I decided that I have like 4 or 5 reasons why I decided to leave. I think there was red flags. I think from day one there was red flags. I'll be honest with you. Um, so when you are a new person, so now I'm gonna give you context, and then I'm gonna ease into my ultimate straw that broke the camel's back, if I could use that saying. So I'm gonna give you context, and then we're gonna go forward. Um, so when you and I did a video about this. Let me say that there's a video in my content that talks about doing your research. Okay, so my newbies, my people who are new to this TikTok streets, thank you so much, collecting a wildlife rehabber. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, friend. I don't know what that means, but thank you for being here. um, so, my friends who are new to TikTok, what will happen is when you become a live host and you decide to commit to going live, you will have agencies. There's hundreds of them out there. They will, I say, slide into your DM. They will slide into your DM and they will say, "Hey, have you heard of the Creator Network program?" And because you're new and you don't know what you don't know, you like, I'm still learning how to just press the go live button. What do I know about the Creator Network program? Well, at the end of the day, that's the program where agencies are out there. They get training from TikTok, and essentially their goal, and that's what this TikTok community is all about, making sure you stay consistent and engaging. I say TikTok, TikTok when I touch my watch. The clock is ticking. TikTok wants you here. So as the clock is ticking, TikTok wants you to stay engaged. So if you have viewers, if you are a live host and you're holding court and you're holding your room and people are coming in and connecting, they like what you're doing, they like what you're sharing, they like what you offer to them, because as a live host, you're here to educate, entertain, and inspire people. So TikTok's like, okay, well, you're going to build community for us, and people are going to come here and they're going to like you and they're going to engage in your room. We want the engagement. Okay, so they have agencies that are helping to maintain, sustain that engagement. Love, Joy, how you doing, friend? And so that's what an agency is supposed to do, is help live hosts to become better, to become more engaging, to make sure that they're building their community. That's what this is all about. I take care of orphan animals till better, and then release them when they are able to survive on their. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Thank you. Thank you for very much, Ellen, for sharing that information. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you are engaging and connecting. Thank you so much for the Community Fest gift. So, as a new live host, you're gonna have. You said that makes sense. Yeah. So you're gonna have agencies come to your room and ask, have you heard about the Creator Network program? They'll send the DM and they'll ask you, have you heard about them? And in and what I recommend that you do is do your research. Go to the home screen, ask that agency first, like, hey, who are some live hosts that you work with? Let me know more about your agency. What are the benefits? And then I said, ask the question, what's in it for you? You know, so what's in it for the agency? Because here's what happens. TikTok says, and this is true. Let's be real. TikTok pays you as a live host because you're collecting diamonds. You're getting all that engagement. TikTok pays you. And then TikTok says, hey, the percentage that we get from your live, we're going to use some of that percentage to give to the agency, because that agency is in turn training you and keeping you motivated and keeping you encouraged to continue to go live. So they're going to split some of that with the agency. So TikTok pays the agency just like they pay you. Okay. So TikTok is the employer. Okay. So with that, agencies say, well, I don't take any of your money. TikTok pays me, which is true. But they're paid, and this is just full transparency, they're paid based on your performance. So just know they're going to look for you to to have high performance, essentially. So keep that in mind as you are starting your journey and deciding on an agency. So you really do want to know, what are their requirements? Are they going to ask you to go live so many hours a week? so many days out the month. Like, what are the requirements, and is that realistic and sustainable for you? And then what type of support are they going to offer you to make sure that your room is growing? So those are things you want to ask, and when you do your research, you want to ask who else is with them. So maybe you go to those live host rooms, maybe send them a DM or ask them questions. Hola, how are you doing, friend? No hablo español. Just so for the record, because I get asked that all the time. Do I speak Spanish? No, I do not speak Spanish. So, um, as you are engaging in these TikTok streets, just make sure you do your research. That's the first thing. So if you decide to go with an agency, you have 15 days to end that relationship. Okay? So I tell people all the time, pay attention. I tell people, here's what I tell you. Here's my strategy. Now that I've been there, done that. Give yourself 30 days. Okay? 30 days of going live consistently. I'm saying daily. Okay? As you go live those first 15 days, you're probably going to have a couple agencies, maybe two to three, four to five, that are going to reach out to you and say, hey, have you heard of our agency? They'll probably do it because the agency I left, GQ, came to me day 10. So it was within those first 2 weeks. I actually had a couple agencies come to me and say, hey, have you heard of the Creator Network program? So that's what made it go on my radar. I was like, what is this Creator Network program? And that's when I started trying to do a little research on the program. So by the time day 10 hit and GQ reached out, I was like, oh, I know about the program. I know what they're talking about. So I had a little bit more inclination. Kim Love Jones, she said, do you need an agency? My standing in answers, they've reached out to me. Yep, out to me. Yep, that's what happens. Yep. My standing answer is for any new live host is you do not know what you don't know. And agencies will help hopefully train and guide you in the right direction. And if nothing else, if they're a good agency, you should grow. And I'm not telling you GQ, I did not grow. I grew a lot. I learned a lot. I understood a lot. They had great training. So I'm not even diminishing none of that. So that is not my issue. So with a good agency, you should grow. You should train. You should understand how to navigate the live platform and being a good live host and how to make sure you're facilitating engagement. Sometimes what I will say to you is sometimes, even in that growth process, you want as an agency, in my opinion, this is where GQ goes wrong, in my opinion, is that you want to make sure that as your live hosts are growing, that you're able to support that growth. So as they are increasing, as they become more aware of what's happening, how do you make sure that they're advancing and getting better and making sure you have the right team supporting them? And so that's where I think they fell short. I'm going to say that out loud. I have no qualms about that. I think that's where they fall short. So they need to do better in that way. Laura Lynn, thank you so much. So they have beginner friendly stuff for really that person in those first, I would say the first 60 days. If I was to give them a number. The first 60 days is perfect. So then what do you do when that person is beyond those 60 days? I think that's where they need to improve. Okay. So that's what I would say. So let me go back. Thank you all for the follows. Thank you all for the likes and the shares. I appreciate all the support to the room. We are putting the treasure box out and we are doing how you doing, Madeline? Thank you so much for being here. Laura Lynn, thank you so much for being here as well. Dr. Rob. How you doing, D Rob? Thank you so much for supporting the live. I appreciate you. I love that you just said that I manage creators and that's something that isn't supported enough. Exactly. Exactly. I'm just telling you like it is. We back. How you doing, friend? Yeah, that's it. That's the problem. So they think about training in that very early stage. And let's be real, it's all about the diamonds. I'm not diminishing that. It's all about the diamonds. That's what this is all about. However, if you want people to grow even in their diamonds, you got to make sure you support that growth. Um, because because I have a preschooler, he's about to be a kindergartner, and I have my college age students, my college age kids. I'm that parent there. I have a change of life baby. I have a 5 year old. But with that, I get it. I can see how my preschooler is growing. He's going to kindergarten, then he's going to go to first grade, second grade. So as he grows, there's a curriculum, there's training, there's support to help him along his growth, as he is getting older. And if you don't have somebody that is supporting that growth, then you don't, I mean, then they're not going to grow the way they should. And so you want to make sure you have an agency that's supporting you along the different stages. TikTok manager is different than a live host agency. Yes, a manager is different from an agency. Thank you so much, Madeline. Definitely put that in chat so I can pin it so people can see what's the difference. If you don't mind sharing a little bit more about the manager side, so that way I don't have to go through that part. So let me go back to the agency part. Um, and so when you think about, yep, that's the truth. Yep, that's it. Yeah. So when you think about agencies, so I'd say give yourself 30 days because you're gonna have agencies reach out to you. That's what happens. That's part of this process. They're gonna reach out to you. As they're reaching out to you, just know you're doing that discernment, that research. Essentially, you're trying to figure out which one is the right one for you. Okay, it's like, you know, you decide if you want to go on a date with them. Okay. Okay. You got to get a feel for them to see if you want to accept that date or not. And so as you are doing that, you may come up with the first, maybe in the first 15 days or so, you may decide, okay, you know what? I'm going to go with this agency. I'm going to go on a date with them. This is truly a date because guess what? In 14 days, I don't say wait to 15, but in 14 days, you might be clicking that screen and saying, I don't want to date them no more. I want out. So there's no harm. There's an out clause. There's no harm, no foul. There's no penalty. That's what I would tell you if you decide that you don't want to date them anymore. Okay? If you don't want to go together no more, you end in the relationship. And because of that, you can go to another agency pretty quickly. You might have a backup plan. It's like, oh, it was a choice between one or two. Oh, now one, I'm not going to go with them. I'm going to quit them and I'm going to go to two. Okay? Because there could be essentially agencies that thank you all, there could be agencies that are a better fit for you. And so what I'm going to tell you is to do is pay attention to the red flags, and because I know now what to look for, I know the red flags. So some of the red flags that they're going to do, and here's my 2 cents about it. Look at their training to see if their training will get you past 60 days. TikTok agents specialize in optimizing and monetizing live streams, offering support related. That's the agency. Yes, that's the agency. So let's talk about the manager. So yeah, it's basically specialized in optimizing and monetizing live streams. Optimizing and monetizing is based on, like I said, it's based on the diamonds, but it's based on training that they offer. Okay, because let's be real, your supporters, your room has to grow for you to monetize. There's only so much growth that's going to happen if you only have 2 or 3 people in your room. Okay? So you got to have growth. The growth comes from the training that they offer. The growth comes from promoting your life too. I'm going to put that out there too. So that's another strategy. And the growth comes from helping you understand how to properly understand monetization options for you. So just keep that in mind. It comes from how do you understand, how do you monetize. A lot of people lean on the battles, and that's a strategy. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people lean on those matches to make sure that they have growth, and a lot of agencies require you to battle because they see that as an easy win. Now, again, that's a strategy, but at the same time, you got to decide, is that something you want to do? Is that something you want to lean on? Is that something that you want to always support in terms of the battling? And if you are a performance room, or if you're a gamer, or if you're somebody else who has a different skill set, maybe you're a conversation live, which I am. I'm a conversation live. I'm a learn room. Now, battling could be a piece of that I offer in terms of celebrations or other initiatives like a campaign, but that's not going to be the core of my live. So just know you want to pick an agency that's going to be a good fit for you. Thank you all. Hold on 1 second. Madeline, I want to make sure I mentioned TikTok managers focus on overall content strategy, community engagement. Yeah, so um, my device says it's heating up. Let me unplug it. I'm going to ping your comment just so people see that. And when it comes to your content strategy, so when you think about someone who, again, doesn't know maybe their niche or what type of topic or what type of audience you're trying to drive, that's where a manager comes into play. Okay? Agencies can provide some of that information for you, but they often stick to your live stream. They're not talking about your content, they're talking about your live stream. Okay? So that's essentially the difference between the two, too. Just making sure that there's the live stream process is where the agencies, the creator network program is about live host. Okay? So managers are going to help you a little bit more with your overall strategy when it comes to what's your niche, what's your topic, what type of content. When you think about the content pillars, making sure you're identifying um, your, through your bio, through your brand, how are you talking to your target audience? And then again, how you're growing within the content that you're offering for people. Okay. So let me know. Yes, live streaming is different than content videos, as TikTok Shop is well, yes, TikTok Shop is a whole different process. TikTok Shop has different agencies too. Let me say that too. I don't want you guys to confuse the two. So TikTok Shop, I actually do belong to an agency for TikTok Shop. So TikTok Shop, my other page, not this page, is Dr. Lisa Shops. So Dr. Lisa Shops is my other page, and that's my TikTok Shop page. And on that page, I belong to a TikTok Shop partner agency. Yes, that scares me with the creators laugh out loud. Like I can't help with shop. No, no. I know enough to be, pretty dangerous about it. But when everything's said and done, those agencies, the agency I'm with, and I'll promote her because I do love that agency. I love how she does things. So I'll talk about that second in a second. If you guys have questions about it, I'll do a name plug for her because I think she is awesome, awesome, awesome. And she is for the beginners. She is not a big agency. She just started off maybe about 3 months ago, and she is all for making sure you understand how to have a growth that you are essentially you're advancing your building, okay? Because you are still new, and I don't profess to be an expert at shop in terms of um, having viral shoppable videos or having, I do the shoppable lives primarily, but to me, it's all about how do you do this. Loving that you brought back the vacation braids. Beautiful. Thank you so much. The vacay braids. These are the passion twists. Thank you so much, friend. So, okay, let me get back to the agent topic. Okay, so here's where I will go. Here's where I will go. When it comes to doing the 30 days, know which agency is going to be a good fit for you. So pay attention to the agencies. Pay attention to the agencies that are out there. They're going to be sliding into your DMs. I know just enough. You say I just know enough to be a danger to myself and others. Can you private message me that agency that I can share them with my creators? Oh, okay. You know what? No, no, no. Let me answer it. No, I don't have the problem. The shop agency. Let me comment. Let me see. Let me reply to your comment. The agency is live, and I'm going to pin this live lesion. I don't mind. I'm going to put TTS so you guys know TikTok TTS agency. Um, Let me see. I'm going to put live lesion agency. You guys can go to her page if you want to go to her TikTok page. Um, if you want to go to her TikTok page, she you can see her. I'm gonna pin my own comment so you guys can see that. You guys can go to her page. Live Legion Agency um, is the agency that is for TikTok Shop. Um, I don't mind promoting Jessica. Her name is Jessica. She is awesome, awesome, awesome. She is for the new people, the newbies. I say that all the time. You got to know who is for you, who is going to support your growth. You got to make sure you are aligning yourself with people who are going to be in your ear and helping you grow because you don't know what you don't know. So that's the first thing. But then also, you want to make sure someone is able to be accessible and available to answer your questions. And she is very accessible. She has a Discord. She's commenting on there all the time. The team of people who are already in the agency are very supportive and vocal in terms of other um, content creators and live hosts that are in the agency. They're answering questions in the Discord. I think it's just a nice, warm community. And then she has a private phone number. You can text her and DM her. So all that is available. Yes. So she is super accessible. She understands as a new person, a new agency, how you need to make sure you are helping people. And you got to be very visible and accessible in doing that. And then she's open to feedback. She's answering questions. Um, she is doing the work to get other sellers to give samples because that's a hard thing to get nowadays. So she's building um, infrastructure so that her people are getting samples and she's getting samples for us. So all that is part of it. So you want to be intentional about getting with an agency that's going to support your growth. So that's what she's doing. and recognizing, you don't know what you don't know as a beginner. And I'm still learning the whole TikTok shop. You guys see me go live here. I could talk. I can talk about products too, but it's a little different. You got the live manager, you're pinning products, you're commenting, you're displaying the products, you're talking about the features and benefit. You got to research the product, so you got to do your homework if you're going to be successful. So she walks you through that process so that hopefully you can, with more um, repetition, you'll be better at it. Okay. Matters like that is what TikTok needs more of. Yes, yes, absolutely. Hey, Doc, can you explain the league again? How do we get those fragments? Okay, yes, D Rob, give me 5 minutes. Let me close the loop on the agency conversation because I never finished with the original question. Let me close the loop there, and I'll circle back to leagues so you guys know. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate that. So here's what I will say about the agency. So the agency I was with, essentially, they my red flags. That's what I said. The red flags that I saw. They had the way they had their setup. Thank you so much for the live goal being reached. I'm gonna reset it, friends. The way they had their setup is that they pretty much told you that which category do you fit in. I think it was gaming, music, entertainment. There's a fourth one. I always get the fourth one. It escapes me. But they have four categories. So the four categories, I'm going to say the other one might have been singing or whatever. It was something else. So it was four categories that you have to fit in. So because I'm consider myself a learn room, you see it right up here. I'm a learn room. That's what I do. I'm teaching, I'm an educator, I'm a PhD. People ask what kind of doctor I am. I'm not an MD, I'm a PhD. So PhD in leadership and education, specifically higher ed administration. That's the concentration. And so with that, because I'm a learn room, I'm like, I'm having these conversations. I'm educating, I'm training, I'm educating people. I consider myself an education room. Why isn't that a category? Why does it have to be these type of categories where you're trying to fit to me a round hole into what is it? A square peg into a round hole. Is that the analogy? That's essentially what I felt like, and I was like, that's not what I'm trying to do. Ooh, ooh, sorry, y'all. Sorry, friend. I did not mean to connect you. Sorry. I hit. I know how to let people go quickly now. Sorry about that. I, if you would have asked me that about a month ago, I would not have known how to do that so quickly. My finger hit accept instead of decline. And yeah, we had a friend join us really quickly. And I was like, no, I didn't mean to do that. So now I know. Now you guys are going to ask me, Dr. Lisa, how did you do that? Really, what I did really quickly. So I hit, it's one of those messages when people pop up and try to co host with you. He did that. So I hit accept instead of hitting the decline side. So then I quickly hit host as a host. There's a little square in the top corner with an arrow. I click that to let him go to end the connection. So that's what I quickly did. So just so that you guys know, whenever that happens, you go back and click host again. There's an arrow with a square and with the arrow, I'm sorry, square arrow that you can disconnect. Okay, I just want to say that out loud because y'all gonna be like, Dr. Lisa, somebody was out loud and I couldn't get rid of them. But yes, that's what I just had to do. So yes, oh, wrong thing. Let me fix my goal real quick. So yes, Community Fest is what we are focusing on, friends. Okay, so there we go. Thank you all. So with that, that was my first. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. Thank you all who are here. I appreciate you all and your support. How you doing, friends who are coming into the live? Thank you all for being here, Nicole. So good to see you again, friend. So as you are deciding on an agency, so for me, it was essentially that was one of the first things I noted, and I was like, okay, entertainment. I was trying to make sense of it and wrap my head around it. I was like, that's really not me. And then that's when have a great day, keep being amazing. Thank you so much, friend. Um, so when then I realized I was like, okay, well, if that is the case, what does that mean for Thank you so much, Angel. Appreciate you. If that's the case, then what does that mean for my room being the way it is? And again, I'm not doing all the battles. So what does that mean? They were like, "Oh, you no problem. You'll be able to grow. You're fine." And it was just kind of dismissing my question. So I was like, that's interesting. All right. So we're going to figure this out. So I went ahead and did the training. Training was helpful. It was all virtual training. So don't feel like it was self paced. It was these little mini videos that you can digest. So it was helpful because I learned a lot about what was here and how to engage and all the other things. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you. What I just saw, Darlene sent 100 votes. Thank you so much, friend. Send 100 votes. Thank you. I appreciate your friend. So then what happened was that here's a couple things that happened. Because because of Community Fest, my room is doing well. It's rooming. It has not been rooming over the last few weeks. But with that, because people were in my room, coming to my room, learning from me, growing, we were talking, we were vibing. Um, I just dismissed it. I didn't do battles. So they wanted me to battle quite a bit. Those are those mini matches. The guy who just came in my room, 9 times out of 10, he was trying to do a battle. I wasn't trying to do a battle. So because they wanted me to do that, I wasn't about that. And it became something where my creator manager, I was growing in diamonds. Don't get me wrong. You guys support me. You guys come in. You like the live. You do the daily heart me. You gifting. You do all the things. So I was growing, but I was not battling. So I wasn't doing that type of growth. And so for them, they want you to battle. That was kind of it. That was pretty much it. They wanted this to become either a grow room or a battle room, and that's not what I was trying to do. So with that being said, I was like, okay, I get it. So you get, because I was growing, I got a creator manager. My creator manager, somebody was in a room the other day when I told this story. My creator manager to me was not very helpful, and they seem to acknowledge that too. Thank you so much for that 100 votes. Thank you, Doris. They acknowledge that person wasn't the most helpful person. So if they know that's not the most helpful person, if I reached out to the two faces, the primary faces of TikTok, I'm sorry, of GQ, and they knew that this person was not the best person, then I think it was the onus was on them to change me from that person. But that's neither here nor there. I think that really is the straw that broke the camel's back, because when I go over to someone else and ask for guidance and support, and they don't do it and they don't give it to me, and then I'm like, okay, now it's not this person, it's the whole agency. You know what I'm saying? At some point, I got to say it's the agency. It's not, you can't say one bad apple. It's the agency and how you think about this. So that to me was it. And then there was also, I had imposter accounts. So I had a lot of people who were impersonating my account. And so I went to them and I went to my manager and I said, how do I get rid of impersonator accounts? Oh, block them. That was the answer. Block them. I was like, how can I block them? They blocked me. They don't want to see that that they're impersonating me, so I'm blocked. And my viewers, my friends, followers are saying, "Hey, Dr. Lisa, this account reached out to me. Is this you?" No, it's not me. I have one account like this, and so that became a red flag. That was a super red flag, because I actually had to find out from one of my followers. One of you all said, hey, let me send you a video someone posted about going to TikTok legal so that you can get them removed. So that's how I found out how to do that. It wasn't from the agency. So I was like, okay, that's a problem. If y'all can't help me with something like, hey, here's the form you need to fill out, then that's huge. That's huge. You don't want an agency that can't help, that can't support you in your growth. Okay. So then it became a conversation too. I was asking about other ways of monetization, subscriptions, just wanted to understand some of the other things that could be part of my monetization strategy. Again, no substance, no answers. But what they could do is coordinate a battle for you. So at the end of the day, I decided that it was not the best fit. And I'm a big proponent of, if you're in a bad relationship, at some point, people showing you who they are, at some point, you got to make a decision on what's best for you. And I was like, it's time for me to leave. So I end up leaving. I hope I answered your question. Are you still in the room, friend? Who asked me the question? Let me know if I'm answering your question. But I decided to leave. And because it was beyond 15 days, you all need to know this piece. So, but since it was beyond 15 days, I had to submit a 30-day notice. Yes, yes, you are. Okay, thank you. You said, is it Alani? I think that's it, Alana. Thank you so much, friend. So I had to put a 30-day notice in. So you have to do 30 days to let them know that you're leaving. And after you put those 30 days in, the clock gets to ticking. You could change your mind. You could withdraw your 30-day notice. But you have the option to waited out. So I waited out. That was the entire month of May that I waited out. So what my 30-day notice was submitted on May 1st. I officially was done May 30th. So now what happens is that I can't go to another agency for 2 months, 60 days. So next time I can go to another agency is August 1st. Or like I did, I submitted notification to create my own. So that's what's happening. Just keep that in mind. You're essentially on ice for 90 days if when you think about it in terms of the entire time frame, and so you have to wait. So with that, I'm doing my research. I'm looking around for other agencies because I don't know if TikTok's gonna accept my application. We'll see what happens there. And at the end of the day, I'm just gonna make a conscious decision about what I want to do moving forward. But just know, I tell you to do it on the front end. Do your research. Know who you're talking to. Know what they're all about. And as I think about my agency, what I plan to do, I've been taking notes, knowing what I want to do and how I want to approach things, and everything I saw wrong with my experience, I'm going to fix that and not make that someone else's experience. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Dorothy M, for subscribing. I see you, friend. Appreciate the subscription. All right, friends. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes. Let me know if you guys. I do offer subscriptions. I have three plans. One is my Ask Me Anything. I did a live yesterday. That was my subscriber only live. We did that yesterday, so subs can know what to expect. And we come up on the screen. You ask me questions. We are connecting and growing. So all that is part of my sub only live. And then I do sub only content videos as well as you see the sub stickers that will come out, and then also you'll see my premium plan is where you can do I'll do a profile review to make sure you're branding your profile correctly, as well as I do live stream audits for my deluxe, where it's the profile review in the live stream audits to make sure you are talking to your audience. I talk about branding quite a bit and making sure you understand how to engage your audience based on your topic, your niche, and as well as knowing your audience, knowing the demographics, psychographics, and the pain points so that you can offer value and solution. So, Nicole, you asked the question, is it worth it to be in an agency? Nicole, here's what I will tell you. Um, it depends on what you're trying to do here on TikTok. So there's a couple things that you might want to keep in mind if you're going to kind of discern if you're going to go with an agency or not. Thank you all who are here. Thank you for the follows. How you doing, Tech? Trans with E. Appreciate your friend. So there's a couple things I will want to say to you. First of all, you got to make sure you are able to go live consistently. So if you are someone who's just trying to go live maybe once a week, or once a week would equate to like 4 times a month for maybe 30 minutes, you don't need an agency because an agency is going to ask more of your time. That's first of all. They're going to ask you to engage and participate more of your time, because ultimately, like I said, TikTok pays the agency a percentage of their percentage that they get from your performance, your engagement on the app. So if you are not going to be an engaging person on the app, then you are not going to see a lot of growth or growth quickly because you're too inconsistent, and people are not going to come to your page and come to your live stream, because you're not going to be able to build a community quickly enough. Okay, so it's going to take you the long way. And so a lot of times agencies won't take you if you can't be more consistent. Okay, so that's the first thing I would tell you. You got to make sure you are able to show up in a way that, and ideally in a perfect world, you're showing up at least 3, 4 days a week. Okay, that's probably the minimum. At least 3 days a week, more than two, definitely more than two. But you're gonna show up, and in a perfect world, super perfect world, you're showing up daily, because that's where you're going to see where your growth is going to happen, and where you're going to see with the agencies. That's what those are the agencies that's going to slide in your DMs, because they're going to be like, okay, this person's showing up, they doing the thing, they understand the assignment, and they're doing the work. So that's where you're going to start seeing that type of outreach, because you're showing up. And so agencies want that. They want somebody who's going to show up and be consistent. And then that helps the agency. That's part of the battle, because essentially they first of all have to convince you to go live. Okay. And so if you're already convinced to go live, that's good. Now they have to convince you to be consistent, and they make that part of their application too. so that you're able to be consistent in what you're doing. Okay. And then they want you to show up and stay longer, because the longer you stay, the better you will get more eyes on your room and more people coming to your live stream. Okay, so that's the first thing I will say. Is it worth it to have an agency? So the answer would be yes, if you know already you're showing up here. The other thing I would tell you to ask yourself is that what's your growth plan? Do you want to monetize? Are you looking to grow from a live stream and make passive income? And like, how much do you want to grow? And like, what's your expectations? Because if you're like, okay, you know what, I'm just having fun, I just want to have some conversation, I'm just doing this to build community, it's not about the money for me, all that stuff, then that's something you need to take in consideration. Because again, an agency is going to ask you to think again about your growth strategy. And if you're not thinking about your growth strategy, then yeah, again, there's going to be a conflict, in terms of an internal conflict, because you're like, hey, they're asking much of me. I'm not trying to do all this. Even everyone, I'm going up and down like TikTok treats. I decided to say hello. Hello, Warm. How are you, friend? Appreciate being here. Thank you so much. Content creator on various platforms. Thank you so much. The rest of it got cut off for me, so I can't see the rest of it. But thank you for being here. And so, agencies, let me know. My newbies, too. Let me say this. I always talk about great information. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. I always talk about viewers, what you need to do as a viewer. So we're going to talk about that in a second. I'll spend some time there because you want to make sure you have a bio. You want to make sure you are having a blue box or orange heart. We're going to talk about that too. I'm good. I hope all is well. Thank you for being so inviting. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't have a moderator. So I am my own moderator. I am in the chat. I'm talking to you because I know what it's like to be a beginner. So at the end of the day, I'm not too far removed from being a beginner, so I understand what does it mean to come here and you're like, okay, what am I doing? What's all this about? What is community fest? What is all the treasure box? What is all the hearts popping up on the screen and the shares? Why is this person talking so fast and I don't understand what's going on? So I get that, and I understand what it means to be in that seat. So I want to make sure I am helping you all grow and again, understand the platform. And again, if you are interested in being going from a viewer to a live host, I share tips on that too, because I don't want you to feel like you can't do it. So agencies are important when it comes to offering training and offering support to grow your live stream. That's essentially what they are. So agencies are part of the Creator Network program. They want to grow your live stream. Kim, we're going to do something real quick, friends. Kim is one of my friends here. She is trying to unlock her treasure box so she can also offer that in her room later today. And so we're gonna do a friendly battle, Kim. So that's part of the matches. So friendly in the optimal word friendly, because we are not trying to stress out. We are gonna use this as a teaching and learning experience, so you guys can see what it's like. Support if you want, but we're literally trying to check the box for her so that she can in turn be able to unlock her box as well, her treasure box, and do what I do what I'm doing here. Let me hey friend, how you doing, friend? How you doing? Alondria, appreciate your friend coming on in. So Kim, let me say this. I just looked, so I don't see you in the co-host. So I'm assuming you're in my room now. So you want to go over to your room and then click invite from a co-host perspective, and then I'll add you up, friend. Let me know. Kim, hold on 1 second before you do that. Just make sure. Okay, yeah, we good. All right, thank you so much. Okay, perfect. So really quickly, let me explain Community Fest. So if you're in my room now, click Community Fest. What's happening? What's happening? Essentially, you're gonna click that. You're gonna toggle over to the screen that says for you. It tells you you're voting for live hosts that you like. You're voting for live hosts. If you're in my room, you can vote for me, or you can collect votes. This is where you collect the votes. I keep on adding more votes. You can collect votes to vote for your live host, that another live host. You got to vote for somebody when they live, but you can vote for people. As you're voting for people, you are entering if you're eligible. So you want to make sure you do all the other things. It might tell you to do the daily heart me. It may say to send 5 comments. It may tell you to send a gift, but you want to make sure you are eligible to be entered in a drawing, essentially, be an eligible participant because you cast at least 100 votes by tomorrow, because it started on Sunday. But by tomorrow, you have to have 100 votes that you've cast, and that means you're collecting votes to be able to cast 100 votes. And so you want to have 100 votes to be eligible for a $5,739 drawing that TikTok has, and you can get anywhere between 2 cents to $100 just by being a viewer and participating in Community Fest by casting these votes. So let me know if you have questions about that. But essentially, you are toggling between the vote box and the Community Fest box. These two areas here. That's where you're going as a viewer. My viewers who are new to my live, I always say I want to make sure you understand how to properly engage. So, my viewers who are new and you're looking, you're like, okay, Dr. Lisa, I don't understand what's happening here. Liking the live is part of it, sharing out the live is another one. Commenting helps the live, okay? D Rob, let me answer your question about league real quick before I do the battle. The league question you had. Here's what's happening with leagues. Thank you all who are here. The league is here. It says I'm C1 top 80%. So as you are in a league, TikTok says each day is a daily ranking. That's what it is. You are moving up in your league. Okay. How you doing, Brad? Appreciate your friend being here. You are moving up in your league. You're moving up in your league because you're getting diamonds. As you get more diamonds, TikTok says, okay, you start off in 100%, like you're in the top 100% for your league. Then you move all the way up to zero, and then you could go to the next league. TikTok says, okay, you're collecting fragments. Fragments are little, almost think about it as, hey Kim, give me one. There we go. I did it wrong. Did you? I did it. I didn't know how to do it. Pray for me, because this is not. I'm working on this. I'm trying to get it together. There is nobody in my room. Okay. Okay. But and I don't know because I went to. Okay, so I went to Community Fest. It's not giving me the. Hi Tanya, I see you, my love. It's not giving me the option of going live from Community Fest. That's why I kept saying I don't know that I'm in here. Okay, so now like, that you're in your room, go ahead. Sense that I'm in it. So click your Community Fest icon now. Now do what? Click the Community Fest. You have it there. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. So does it show right, that now, you're in the top 200 ranking? Does it show ranking or anything for you? Yeah. Okay, now toggle over. It's at number 200 plus. Okay, so toggle over to 4 viewers. Okay. Oh. Okay. So that's the screen. What does your screen say? How many battles do you need to do? How many matches? It says it says finish live goal, and now I'm pinning the rows. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Go ahead and do the rows. That's fine. So now, okay. So now I'm going back. How many rows does it tell you to give? Bonus time. Oh, wait a minute. It's saying 100, but that's not roses. The friendship bracelet business. Okay, go back. Okay, I'm gonna click Community Fest again. Yeah, click it again. It's a little crazy. And then go for viewers, and then finish 2 live matches. Okay, so that's what we're about to do. And then what's the other thing underneath it? It was go live. Go. It said live go. Wait a minute. And the live, yeah, it's the live goal. Mm-hmm. And it says go, and then you click go, and it said finish 2 live matches. So I'm gonna. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So click the. Well, let's pause for a second. So the second option where it says live goal and it says go. Did you click go yet? And what did it show? Click go. Okay. Okay, it's giving me a flash goal. Yes, click it. What's the flash goal? Okay. It was 2 roses, but it says I already got them. Oh, see, it's gonna glitch for you. So it did that to me. It's glitching for you. So it did that to me, and ultimately the flash goal will pop up again at some point in your live. When it pops up again some point in your live, go with it. Let the flash go happen because I know you go live later, so it might happen while you're talking and you're just talking away, and you're like, okay, guys, we got a flash go. Let it happen. Click that flash go. Then go back to Community Fest, and you're gonna see the screen where it shows you that you have the ability to put the treasure box up like I'm doing. Okay.
Okay, so should I go out and then come back in and do
Mm,
it?
you could try. We could try
Cause
because you don't have many people in your room, so you can try. You don't have anybody in your room right now, do you?
right, it's like four people. Well, I got four people.
We can do the matches real quick to unlock it, and then you could decide if you want to end and come
Okay.
back and see. But the flash goal, that's what was happening to me in the morning. It was not registering that flash goal. It was saying that was already achieved and it hadn't happened. So it's a
Okay.
glitch. But the flash goal did come back maybe like an hour and a half later. That I was live. It came back later,
Okay.
but it did come back on.
All
Okay.
right. So do the finish the one live goal. Click on that, and then come back and click on the live matches.
We're about to set the matches now. You don't need to click anything.
Okay. I don't know.
You don't need to
I
click
don't
anything.
need to click anything.
Not right now.
Okay.
You're gonna accept my match request. That's what you're gonna do.
Okay.
So I'm sending it now.
Luna came over to support. Okay. All
Yes.
right. Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right. I'm gonna mute you, so you can mute me if you want. You can hit the little speaker
Okay.
button to mute me. All right, friends. Thank you so much. We are doing a match for my friend. This is just a friendly match. If you tap the screen, by tapping the screen, it gives points. And we're just going to walk through and talk through the matches just so that you guys know what to expect. And if you are already here and you have done this before, then you understand the assignment. Essentially, what you're doing is supporting the live by collecting points. We're collecting points up here. And so those points will allow us to as you collect the most points win, essentially. So it says the first three gifting points is happening now. You'll hear people talk about sending roses, tapping the screen, and essentially what you're doing in the beginning is making sure you're supporting the initial goals for the live. So thank you so much. And then it'll tell us as we progress in the match, it'll tell us to points at three times or two times and three times the points for higher level gifts. So that way, as the match progresses, we're looking for higher level gifts. Okay. So as you are doing that, and if you're a top person, you're going to end up with some power ups. So that's what's going. You said we need a glove. We need a glove. I think some sugar got a glove, don't you, friend? I think you might have collected a glove or two, friend. But yeah, so the gloves, the gloves also will allow you to send those later in the match so that you can have, I think, five times the points. We'll find out in a second. Thank you all for the support. So now we are in a bonus mission. So we will be in a bonus mission very shortly. We need three times gifting points for reaching the target. You'll see where it says that here. And we are helping my friend right now reach her unlock the treasure box and allow her to be able to do the treasure box as well and participate in Community Fest. So that's what we're doing. Gifting point target is 10. We reached the target. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. We're about to be three times the gifting points is about to start now. So as you guys send gifts, what will happen is that they're going to be worth three times the point. So you'll hear people say, you know what? Let's not do roses. Let's not do the heart puffs. We're going to send gifts that have higher value because those gifts are three times the points. So just know that. Thank you so much for the glasses. A star. I'm a star, friend. Thank you so much. So you'll see where that allows for more points because it's three times the points. That's essentially what's happening. So thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate all the support. We are in the three times the points. I am sharing the gift box. So just know this is how battles happen. Now this is a friendly battle because we're not talking about doing a whole lot of contentious stuff. But this is not stressful. This is just us trying to check the box to make sure that we are unlocking the points. So thank you so much. We're in the last minute and a half, so you guys will see. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, thank you so much, D Ray. D Rob, I appreciate your e-nurse. Thank you so much, Sugar. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. All of you coming in to support this live. Appreciate all the support, friends. So this is a friendly battle. We are going to be in the last minute and a half. So you'll see in the last 30 minutes, 30 seconds, people will send those power ups. Those power ups could be the mister, where the points for the opposite room, they can't see our points. They can't see how many points that we have available. And then you'll also see where Someone will send a glove, the power up for the glove. So then our points, I think, is 5 times whatever small gifts that are sent at the end. So you'll see that as well. Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate you coming into the live. So we are unlocking. We're going to do 2 battles. You heard my friend say she has to do 2 battles to unlock the treasure box. So that's what we're going to do. And then you guys are seeing it in real time. This is a friendly battle. So we are just making sure that we are unlocking the box, friends. Thank you all who have questions. Come on in. Let me know if you have any questions. We were talking about agencies. I was going to talk about TikTok Shop Agency next. And then my friend who is here, we're in the last 30 seconds. Let me know if you have questions. We're in the last 30 seconds. So in the last 30 seconds, there's a thing called sniping. Somebody will send a big gift, and then all of a sudden the points will tip in favor of the other person. So if we could send the mister so she doesn't see the points coming through, see what we got going on. So in the last 10 seconds, thank you so much, friends. Last 10 seconds, we're almost there. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the support, friends. Last second, oh, we lost. Okay, friends. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody who was here supporting. Thank you for the taps, the shares, the gifts. You guys were awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for all the support. That's what this is all about. Thank you so much. All right,
Dr.
Ken. So,
Lisa, that was
yes,
so good.
it was fun. That was fun.
This is so good. It was. I'm like, oh my God.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So what I want you to do,
More
just
coffee.
check and see if you see a check mark. So go ahead, go back to Community Fest, click Community Fest, and make sure you have a check mark. Make sure you have a check mark, and with that check mark, we will.
Go for views. Yep, it says one live match. Okay. I finished one live match. Okay.
Okay. So
And so now what do I do?
the other live goal is click the live goal for me one more time and see what happens. Does it say you finished it? Um,
Finish. It says I finished one live goal.
no, no, no. The live it says achieved, but you never achieved it.
Wait a minute.
Does it have a
Let me
check mark
see.
next to it?
Let me see. I'm gonna go. No, it just says go.
Yeah, so it's glitching for you. It's doing what it did to me earlier. So you're just gonna have to wait. Once you go live, when you do your regular live, like I said, the flash goal is gonna pop up.
Tonight.
The flash goal pops up for you, doesn't it? During your live at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's gonna happen
Yes.
tonight. Then, unfortunately, it's not happening
Okay.
on the onset.
So let me just ask you this question. If you do a flash goal, let's say they lowering and lowering my flash goal because I never seem to meet that. Is that suppressing? Thank you so much, um, Nikki. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my love. I appreciate you. So if you don't meet your flash goal, do they keep lowering and lowering it, and sometimes my flash goal is just like not the daily heart me, but it'd be something else for like a penny, and now they're lowering. Does that suppress your views and how they push you out on the FYP?
Um, I think it's a relationship there. I think it's correlated. So I don't know exactly how much is correlated, but I think it is about making sure you are meeting those goals. So if you're not meeting the goals, then TikTok is saying, okay, well, wait a minute. Is that the ice cream truck coming past your house?
Yeah, it is. It's right outside my
It's
window.
like, what
I
is
have
going
no
on with your
idea. Yes,
music?
yes, that's it's ice cream. It's Mr. Softy or somebody. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I was like, wait,
So,
maybe that's not the ice cream
so,
truck.
so what you okay? So what you're saying is that I literally okay. So what you're saying is that okay? So now they've reduced it to like two. I'm like, okay, I need two. You know that's bad. And
Yeah.
I was explaining that to them last night in the room. I know now I want some ice cream too.
It's like,
I said,
girl, you
Lord,
took
I
me
need
back to
some
my
ice cream,
childhood. I was
right?
like, that's the ice cream
Right,
truck.
right, right. Oh my God. Okay. So that's one of the things. It's the suppressing because I noticed that my room is not rooming, Dr. Lisa. I mean, nobody expected me to be on at this time of the day. Like, I don't get on until 7.
Okay.
But the room is not rooming. And I used to get like, I would get like 150 something people in my room,
So what? So
130 people.
so part of it is that part is I think there's a couple of different things that's happening. The flash goal does have a factor. I'm a strong believer in that. Do I have definitive evidence on that? I think so because I think when I achieve it, you see a little bit more of a bump. So I do see that.
Yes.
Now, also, I what I've heard and what I've noted is that they're putting more focus on these campaigns. They have a lot of campaigns that are running, a lot of battling campaigns, a lot of different initiatives. And so my understanding is that the traffic is being directed to these campaigns. So as you're participating in these campaigns, essentially my room is rooming. It doesn't do this when I'm not participating in it. Yeah, so my 10 o'clock, I don't see the traffic the way I see with me putting
Right.
these treasure box up. Now, granted, I'm showing up on the Community Fest screen where people can click the little bubble that my image and come into my room immediately. So a lot of people are treasure hunting. They're doing that. So, but they're directing traffic that way as well. So I don't know. Let me know, anybody in the room. Did you come into my room because you saw me on the FYP? Or did you come to my room because you saw me on the Community Fest screen? Because I think that's two different things. And I don't think we're showing up on the FYP the same way we were before because they're directing traffic to these campaigns. So, yeah. Yeah. You
That
said
makes
that's how I
sense.
got here. Jason said that's how
That's
you
what I
got
was
here through the
thinking
Community
too.
Fest. Yes, communities. People say community. Yep, that's it. Treasure box screen. Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah. 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 And so, okay, so can you, for the people, and especially for me, because I'm saying for other people, but for me, what is the benefit outside of the treasure box for the people that are watching?
What do you mean? The benefit of what? What do you mean?
What do they get?
Oh, what
Like
do
when
people
you
get?
get the
I
daily
gave
pass,
you
do you
a
get
treasure vote. Thank
points?
you so
Yeah.
much, Jason. Okay, so here's what the people get. The people are entering, the viewers, by them participating in Community Fest, they're entering into a pool to get a cash prize. So viewers typically do not get rewards. You're viewing, you're engaging, you're participating, but you're not collecting rewards like the live host or if you came up as a guest. Guests can get rewards. But if you're just viewing, you never really get rewards. So this is one of the few campaigns that allows viewers to just simply cast a vote, follow the requirements to participate, and they can be entered into getting rewards for their participation. So they get anywhere from 2 cents to $100. So that's one of the things where it's like a no-brainer. If you come into the live anyway and you're listening, you might as well participate and vote for somebody and get entered into the drawing. So or getting entered into the pool of rewards that you can get. So yeah. Yeah, the cash prize overall. Well, the cash prize overall is next week. So this week is 5,700. So week one is
Wow.
5,700 for the regionals. For the global is 10,000. Yeah. So the global is a higher prize,
Wow.
but it's based on your
For
participation.
people who participate, really?
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hear that up there? Did y'all
So
hear what Dr. Lisa's saying?
he
She's
said,
saying you can get up to $10,000 for
"What? Well, no,
participation,
no,
and
no, no,
you
no, no,
still
no, no.
wait
That's
to
the
get
pool of
that
money. I would
reward.
let me clarify
Wait,
that.
what?
That's the pool. That's the pool that is part of the cash
Oh,
pool. Now you get from anywhere between
okay.
2 cents to $100. But
Okay.
again,
All
it's
right. So y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here first. Dr.
it's the
Lisa
pool.
said it.
He's like, I didn't. Dr. Lisa didn't say 10,000. I didn't say you getting 10,000. I did not say that. But you are entered in a pool.
What?
So
Oh my
yeah, it will be
God.
split a lot of
Okay,
ways.
so
Yes.
you can earn money just for participating. It doesn't get better than that. You
Yes.
don't have to even have a live to participate in Community Fest. And if you're voting for your favorite creator, you literally, and I don't know if y'all can hear Dr. Lisa, but this is amazing. And just you can get $100 just from watching a live that you was already gonna watch anyway.
That's true. I
How
mean,
about
that's
that? You
really the
should
skinny of
repost
it.
see you, baby.
Jason says she
Yes.
was
Like,
taking
come
it there.
on, girl. Yeah, I did. I was Tracy. I was. I can't see your comment, sugar, because I'm in my room. But I was taking it there. 10,000. I play too much, right? I was like, wow. Okay, y'all better get to participating and doing all the things, tapping buttons and hearts
but the reality is this is the one time that viewers do not get a chance to participate in the reward. So you want to do that. I tell people too, if you are coming to a live room and you are connecting with a live host and y'all vibing, come up as a guest sometimes too, because people in the room may want to see and hear from you, and that's another way to get rewards because people can
Yes.
send you gifts. So that's another way. So I do encourage that as another way to kind of make sure you're monetizing as a viewer that turns into a
Yes.
guest. But right now, as viewers, you can get monetized too. So just keep that in mind. Um, so Kim, we're gonna
Yes.
do another
Thank you,
match to
Sharita.
unlock for you. We're gonna do one more.
Okay.
We'll do one more, and
Okay.
then you
And listen, if y'all can come back as a
you
guest,
said come
we going
back.
down. We about to listen. Wait, because we gonna y'all gonna make some money. I'm finna help y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Jesus, God is good. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna accept the thing. Hold on.
Okay, friend. All right. All
Let's
right.
get
This is
it. Let's
another
get it.
friendly battle, y'all. Let's see. So this is a friendly match. Just know at the end of the day, we are tapping the screen, sharing a lot. Nice convo. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate you being here, friend. That's what this is all about. This is community fest. You want to be in community. You want to support others. You want to make sure people are growing. It does not have to be one person getting all the benefit. It is about other people being able to also grow and engage. And that's what I teach. Sometimes you're in these TikTok streets and there are people out here that is only about themselves. So that's what it's about. You want to make sure you're helping others. And let me say this, I'm doing the match here. If there's anybody else that needs to check the box, and that's what we're calling this, we're checking the box to unlock the treasure box. So if you need to check your treasure box, let me know so I can support you as well. And so it again, this is just a friendly battle. You guys understand that it is not about making a whole lot of points. This is about just making sure we are checking the box. You said, Jason, you said I never did the match. Yeah, so with Community Fest, if you are a live host, are you a live host, Jason? If you're a live host, you're clicking that Community Fest box, and then it says part of the treasure box. To get that treasure box up, you got to make sure you are doing a couple tasks. There's a couple tasks. One of them, depending on what TikTok requires you to do, is that you have to do these matches. Yep, you have to do these matches. So in order to do these matches, you have to check that box off, and then they make you do a flash goal. That's the other thing that you're doing. Essentially, it's a flash goal that you're going to check the box to do a flash goal, and then check the box to do a match. Okay. And then once you do that, it'll say share the treasure box. And you share the treasure box. And just like you saw me pop on that screen and you click to come in my live, you can do the same. People can do the same for your live. And so what will happen is that it will drive traffic to your room. So if nothing else, it's allowing you all, uh-oh, sorry about that. I gotta charge my phone. If nothing else, it's allowing you all to get a chance to meet me and interact with me. People who would probably have never, ever, ever come across my live. And now you're in my live and you're sitting here chatting with me and you're learning all about me and how I get down and what I say and what I do. And so all the things. So I am a learn room. So I am hopefully teaching you all how to actively participate in TikTok from a viewer perspective, but also from a live host. So I want you all, there's a lot of people here that will not teach about going live because they're trying to gatekeep. I'm just gonna be honest about it. They're trying to gatekeep, and so at the end of the day, this is something. There's a space for all of us here. We can have similar topics, same topic, but our delivery, how people will vibe with us, will be different. And so people are going to come to me versus to another live host that may be saying the same exact message. But at the end of the day, it's about building community, and you're going to find a community that's going to fit you. Okay? How do you become part of a community fest? Hey Jim here. You just click the box. Let me know if you want to come up, friend. Are you going live regular? Um, Jim here, under Jim here, you go live for your TikTok shop. Are you doing so to answer your question, Community Fest should be up in your top corner. You should have opted in to participate. I think it's still there for people to participate. So I do believe it's still there for you to participate. Under Community Fest, it will say where you're ranking. People are voting for you. They're making a vote. There's clicking the treasure box, collecting a vote, and they are voting for you as one of their top live hosts. when live. Yes, it's when you go live. You don't see it before you go live, because if you go to Community Fest on the live home screen, what it's going to show you is your page for your ranking, and then the other page is going to show you information as a viewer. So when you're live, you see what's available for you as a live host. You don't see it beforehand. There's no way to see it. Kim making a comeback. She is making a comeback. I'm sitting here talking. Y'all funny. It's like, wait a minute, Dr. Lisa. Yes, thank you, Jason. Kim is making a comeback, y'all. Tap the screen, share out the live, do whatever you need to do, power ups. I, I guess I should be saying something, but this is a friendly battle. I appreciate you all supporting the live. Thank you so much, Jason. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. We're in the last few minutes. Thank you for all the support, friends. That is what it's all about. We're in the last few minutes. And so we are here. Thank you so much for all the support. And it is, she sniped us at the end, y'all. She sniped us. Oh, that snipe came through right at the end. Look at her. Look at her. You guys are awesome, though. I appreciate all the support. Love that. Yes, yes. You sniped us at the end. Thank you so much, everybody who supported this.
Oh my God.
Appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Oh yes, this is so good. Oh my God, I didn't know that this would be so much fun. I had to make sure my girl got the win, Lady Love. Thank you.
There we go. There we go. Appreciate you.
Y'all are so amazing. Oh my God. So now you want me to check the box to see what happened?
Yeah, go ahead and check the box.
To
So
see if it came up?
it's going to show, more
Okay.
than likely, you're going to have my situation from earlier. So I did my matches, but that flash goal didn't show up, didn't appear, and it came like an hour and a half later. So I was live and I cut it on. And so it was fine, but it did come later. It did not, it showed it as achieved, but it wasn't achieved because I never got it. So just know that that is part of what happens.
Ah, and look for the checkbox later on tonight.
Yeah, when
I
that
got my
flash go comes
I
on,
got my community fest.
yeah. So when a flash go comes on, what's going to happen is that you are going to set the flash go. And then when you come back to your live, what you're going to see is this screen. Let me see if I can show it. I don't know if it's going to show up. You might see it real small, but I'm going to show it anyway because we're here together. You're going to see a screen that's going to look like this. Hold on one second. Let me see. Is that it? No, that's not it. Hold on. Wrong one. I couldn't tell if that's it. Is that it? No, that's not it. Is that it? No, that's not it. Hold on one more.
That's the treasure
This is the
box.
one. This is the one you're gonna see. You're gonna see one that says this. So once you get the flash
When I
code,
come back.
when you come back, it's gonna look like this and say share now. And it's gonna share so that you can put the treasure box in the top corner like the way I have it. And literally what you're gonna keep doing, I hate to say it, you're just gonna keep going back to that every 10, 15 seconds and adding more treasure box. I just added another one. And so that's what ends up happening. You are the treasure master at that point. You just keep offering the treasure box. Okay. And you just
And then
constantly
as
do it.
they vote, they make they have the potential to be a part of this pool to make money.
Exactly, exactly. That they're voting,
That's
and
what's
because
important.
they're in your room, they have to be in the live host room that they're voting for. So because they're in your room, they could send votes for you. So that's something you want to tell your community. They can send votes for you, and then if not, they can bank the votes. But here's what I want to make sure people understand. You got to send 100 essentially by today, okay? Because come tomorrow, I think it changes where you have to send a 200 in the next week. So someone said the 26th, somebody says the 27th. When I look at the instructions, it says the 27th. So I think you have all day tomorrow to still vote for whoever you want to vote for. But just know that that
Okay.
is something you want to pay attention to. Thank you all who are here. I appreciate you. TikTok just gave me a flash code. Okay, we're gonna do the flash code. This is Roses. All right, friends. Um, all right. Thank you so much. You are all set, Kim. Appreciate your
Thank
friend.
you.
Let me
Thank
know if you have
you.
any
All
other
right. Love you,
questions. Okay.
Dr. Lisa.
All right. Take care.
Yes, I
Bye bye.
sure will. Okay. All right. Bye bye.
All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all, Sabina. Hey, just breezing through. How you doing, humble rich peace? Appreciate your friend. TikTok gave me the flash goal. The flash goal is 15 minutes. So we just talked about the flash goal, y'all. So if you send one rose per person, that's what happens. Uno rose per person. So one rose per person. Um, and essentially, what will happen is, thank you all. What will happen is that we'll meet the goals. So TikTok is saying, hey, you got enough people in your room. I'm okay, working hard. Thank you so much, friend. So TikTok is saying you got enough people in your room. Let's do a flash goal. Now, I tell you guys, I don't gatekeep. TikTok will do this for TikTok. Okay? Let's be real. TikTok gets a percentage of every gift that's given. Anywhere between, depending on how long you've been live and what you're doing, anywhere between 60% to 80%. So TikTok is TikToking for TikTok, okay? So just know part of it is you as a live host, you want to make sure you're building community, but you also want to make sure you are supporting. Jim, here, can you do it while on TikTok Shop? I said, here's the deal. I don't think it's practical. So I think the answer is yes. But what happens with your shop is that you are talking about your products, you're talking about everything to do with your products. So you would almost need to be very intentional about clicking the box here to add this treasure box every 10 to 15 seconds. So right now there's 6 treasure boxes. I'm clicking that over here. I'm clicking here and I just added a 7th treasure box. So I am doing that constantly. Okay. So while I'm talking to y'all, I click over here and I add another one over here. I keep doing that. That's what I'm doing. That's literally what I'm doing this entire time. So if you're doing a shoppable live, it's not really practical for you to constantly do that and do the shop talk. I mean, you could try to do it. You could try to multitask like that, but it's not practical. It's not just right. It's not, you're right. No, it's not. But you could. I mean, theoretically, I did my sub only live and I didn't think it was going to work for my subscriber only live. But what happens with the subscriber only live is that you can set your subscriber only live where people can preview your live because you can lock your sub only live so that nobody sees it but your subs. But I made it so that you can do a 60-second preview. With that 60-second preview, people were coming in. I was putting the treasure box up. People were coming in. They were sitting, coming in my live, looking at me, talk, listening to me talk. I had people up just like I just had Kim up, and we were having a conversation. They were getting their treasure boxes. They were doing the daily heart me, but they couldn't send comments. I think that's the issue. When you're in a sub only live, you can't send comments. Thank you so much, D Rob. D Rob, let me go. Let me circle back. I know you said we could talk later. I'm going to try it. Yeah, if you turn it on, you can definitely try it, friend. Let me know you came a long way. Did I come a long way? TikTok is doing this because hey, how you doing, King Leo? How you doing? Is it geese? Thank you so much, friend. TikTok is theoretically, can I come up? Yes, you can, friend. You want to come up as a guest or you want to come up as a co-host? Because were you trying to do a quick battle? Let me know if you were trying to do that to unlock the treasure box. Let me know if you were trying to do that or were you just asking questions? Because there's a difference between coming up. So coming up as a guest or coming up as a co-host. What do I need to do? You know what? You need to go to your left. I have no idea. Okay, so here's what I wanted you to do. Which live are you doing tonight? Are you doing Jim Hair or are you doing favorite RT? Let me know which one you're doing. How you doing, Rosemary Shop? Okay, Jim Hair. So come out of this live on Jim. Okay. Come out of this live. Come out of my live. You're going to go into your room. You're going to go live, essentially. And then you are going to click to have me up as a co host. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to co host me. Friends, let me know if you are here. If you don't mind sending one rose, it's one rose per person. One uno rosa. Is that the right word? Did I say that right in Spanish? Uno rosa, uno rosa. Let me know how many increase my blue number. How can I increase? Send a rose. No, click your AdX media. Do me a favor. Click. Hello, goodbye, friend. Um, let me do this. Click your photo, and then click your blue box 14. Um, yes, friend. It's been rooming just for a few minutes. We'll see. It's gone up and down. People are out in the streets. I do have a hard stop at 7 o'clock because I have an appointment. One of our friends here, and then once you click your blue box, a blue screen pops up. It tells you how many points you got, how many points you need to get to level 15. And underneath that is the experience points. Those are the points that you need to get. So it's the difference between what you got and what you need. Those points there is how you level up. So as you are leveling up, if you want to get to level 15, you are going to be sending gifts. That's the quick way. That's the quick answer to it, to level up. So you want to be intentional about how many gifts you send, how many coins you spend. So that's the answer. Tapping the screen, sharing out the live. I'm sorry, tapping the screen, commenting also should give you points, but it's not going to give you the points that gifting gives. You get a point for every coin you spend. So depending on what you spend, that's what you're getting points for. My friends, we are. Let me pin this real quick. I'm pinning the flash go. TikTok gave us a flash go. TikTok said, hey, there are a lot of people in the room. One rose per person, one rose per person. TikTok is saying, hey, send one rose per person to support the room. So that's what you guys are seeing. One rose per person. So if you guys send a rose and you haven't sent one before, send one now. And TikTok will continue to let us be in community. It is part of the community fest. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate everybody in the room. If you want to support the live by sending one rose, it's one rose per person. Thank you all for being here. Um, so let me answer the question about League really quickly. Let's see, Jim here. I'm gonna invite her. Let's see.
Um,
Hey, friend. How are you?
I had to work out a few kinks. That's what took me so long. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So here's what I will tell you to do. Um, I want you to click, if you are in your room, click Community Fest in the top corner. Do you see it? Thank you
Um,
all who are here. We are going to do a
not.
quick.
I think because I saw it before I invited you, but now on my screen I don't see it.
It's not a box in the top corner with the little Community Fest symbol because I could still click mine.
No, let me see.
It would be probably
Oh yes, yes, yes. I had to scroll through. I'm sorry.
Okay, yes, yes, keep
Okay,
scrolling.
so I have it open.
Okay, now toggle over to the page that says for viewers. Hello, Defina
Okay,
Dana.
got it.
Okay, so for viewers, and just really quickly, friends, we're doing a flash goal of one rose. TikTok has us on a flash goal. See if we can get the flash goal complete. We got 13 of 40 roses. TikTok is telling us one person, one rose per person. Okay, so when you see it, what does it tell you to do? How many matches you have to do, and it tells you to go live, a live goal.
Yes, so it says finish one live match and
Okay,
finish one live goal.
okay. So click the live goal first. Hit go. See what happens. We're gonna try to click
Okay.
that first.
It says start. So
Hit started.
just click start.
What is it telling you to do?
To pin a heart puff.
Okay. How many heart puffs you got to do?
One.
Oh, somebody send her a heart puff, please. Go over to Jim Hair, click in and
Yes,
watch and
thank
see if we
you.
can support. You got your heart puff?
No,
Okay.
no, no. I'm saying thank you. It's so for someone to come
Come
over and
over,
help me
send one
out.
heart puff. One heart puff, she'll get that goal. Let's see what
Hi,
happens.
welcome D. Welcome, welcome.
So one heart puff is what she needs, friend. And then we're gonna go
Just
back and do
one.
the battle.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you
Yes.
all. You guys, you are in the community fest. I
Thank you,
appreciate all.
Dana.
So now what I want you to do, I want you to go back. So Kim Love Jones, I don't know if you're in the room. Literally, you saw that flash go pop up for her. That should have happened to you when you clicked the go, but it said you achieved it. That's what it was doing to me. It said I achieved it, but I hadn't. Um, I don't know what it was doing. I don't know if it was remembering from yesterday. I'm not sure what was going on, but you should get a flash go. Like I have a flash go now, people. So I got a rose. So if you have not sent a rose, we've done 14 of 40. So if we could send a rose, that would be very helpful, so we can achieve the flash goal. So now I want you to go back. We're gonna do the match. I'm gonna send it to you, friend. Thank you so much. I'm gonna send you the match. We're gonna do one
Okay.
match, One match for our friend RT. I'm sorry, Jim Hair. Jim Hair. That's her other page. So thank you. I'm gonna put you on mute, but hopefully somebody can go over there and help her so she doesn't have 0 points. But let's
Yes, yes,
get
yes,
her a few
please.
points.
Thank
Thank you
you.
all. Appreciate you. So she can
Hi,
check the box
welcome.
that says
Hi,
she had done it.
Mariam. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So there we go. So my friend, you can mute me if you want to as well, Jim here. Thank you all for sending a rose. We are doing a quick battle. This is a battle to make sure she can check the boxes. Only one battle she needs to do. She's going live later today, so she is trying to be in these community fest streets. So she will have some treasure boxes to open up as well and support her live. What I will tell you all, the whole point of this community fest, I'm gonna say it out loud, it has driven traffic driven traffic to my room. So you guys are meeting me, seeing me probably for the first time, and some of you are going to connect with me and continue to connect with me. So I so appreciate you all being here. I help people. This is what I do. This is a learn room. I want you guys to learn and grow. See, I have it right at the top there. I want you to learn and grow and feel confident about going live. And if you want to be a viewer and you want to be in a community, this is a great room to learn and grow as well. Okay. So I just share it with my friends about the blue boxes. You want to have a blue box. You want to have the orange heart as well. Ellen, you said, does she have to win for the match to count? No, she does not. No, she does not have to win. No, she does not have to win. No, winning is bragging rights, but you do not have to win. So it will check the box to say she did it, and so she will have the community fest box available to her. So these are friendly. That's why I said these are friendly battles. We are not being too competitive. Okay, so appreciate you all. Thank you so much. But no, she does not have to win. I am in. Thank you all for supporting the live. I so appreciate everyone. If you tap in the screen, I have a flash goal. So if you haven't sent a rose, TikTok is saying we have to send 40 roses, 40 roses to achieve the flash goal. I created. I follow said they did. The creators I follow said they did. No, you don't. No, that's I know that for not. I know that for a fact because I think I've won most of these battles. I've only lost a few, but my friends are able to open up they have the checkbox to say that they've completed the match. So yeah, so no, you don't have to. We'll see. Cause she's gonna win this one. It looks like. Please drop a rose. Yes, please drop a rose. If you have not dropped a rose, that is helpful. That is gonna help me complete the flash go. We have a minute and a half left of the flash go and 2 minutes left of the battle, friends. But yeah, thank you all for supporting the live. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. If you haven't sent a rose yet, it's part of the flash goal. The roses are for my people. Um, you're welcome, Rosemary. Appreciate your friend. My RT favorite RT Nikki. She's gonna beat me, y'all. That's fine. She deserves the first win. She'll have a win under her first battle. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Just one more person. Yes, one rose per person is part of the flash goal. You'll see it up here. TikTok has the flash goal for us. You'll see it at the top of the screen there where it's one rose per person. If you can send a rose, that would be helpful. And so we will achieve the flash goal. Thank you so much, friends. And at the end of the day, we will continue to grow. You guys understand all this is part of the growth strategy on TikTok. And I tell you guys all the time, this is the game we are playing as we are engaging on these TikTok streets. Yes, tap the screen, friends. Share out the live. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to stay live for about 20 more minutes. I do have a hard stop at 7 o'clock because someone scheduled a meeting with me. So I'm going to be meeting with somebody at 7. Oh, I am thinking. Surely I sent four. Yes, it was one rose per person for the flash goal. So now we have 19 or 40. So out of all these people, TikTok is like, we should be able to get 40. So just know, thank you so much, D Rob. Thank you so much for the confetti. Appreciate your friend. That's so kind of you all. Thank you all. We're in the last 30 seconds. So if you're doing the battles, you'll know in the last 30 seconds where someone will snipe. That's what that's called because extra points are sent. The boxing glove is sent. So it's part of how people will snipe. So just know that is part of it. But no, RT Nikki, she is going to, I'm sorry, Jim here, Nikki, is going to win her battle. And so she will be all good. So she will check the box. Thank you all for supporting the live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's go here. Appreciate all the likes, the follows, the support. Thank you so much. We're gonna end it here. Thank you so much, Nikki. Now I want you to go back
Thank
and see that you
you.
checked the box, friend. Thank you
Okay,
so
so
much.
now what am I clicking now? Just go back to Community Fest again, right? Click the Community Fest
Yes.
and go back to where it says viewers.
Mm-hmm.
You got today's rewards.
And
Do I
then it
click
says
share
share.
now?
Yeah, that's it. Now you are.
Oh, okay.
So here's what you're gonna do, friend. Now this is where the work happens. Every 10 seconds,
Okay.
you're going back there to click share. Okay.
Okay.
That becomes your job for the evening. Every 10,
Okay.
15 seconds, go back, click
Okay.
share.
So while when you're on when I'm on live, I would just have to keep checking, keep clicking the treasure box.
And hit keep sharing it. And that's how that number
Okay.
pops up there. That's exactly what's
Okay.
happening. So
Okay. So now it's counting out 5 minutes.
yeah, so the treasure box opens every 5 minutes and then it
Okay.
stays up for 5 minutes. Now, when the room is rooming, I'll say that now because my room has a lot of people in it, you'll see if you go
Okay.
back there, you only get 60 votes per treasure box. So there's only
Okay.
60 votes in there. So when there's a lot of people, people will come into the room and it's like, I didn't see any votes to claim. There's nothing in the box because there's a
Mhm.
lot of people in the room and the box empties like that. So just
Okay.
know that that is something that could potentially happen in terms of more people coming into your room and more eyes and people clicking the treasure
Okay.
box.
Okay.
Okay?
Understand.
All right, friend.
Understand.
All right.
I see why you say it's not practical
No,
to
it's
do the shop and this.
no, it's not practical. But hey, it may get you some more eyes on your room. So see what happens. I would say try
Okay.
it, see what happens. I haven't done it with shop. This whole week I've been doing this. So I haven't done my
Okay.
shop this weekend and tomorrow we leave for our trip. And so I
Okay.
won't be able to do shop. So I'll be back on shop next week,
Next week.
which I
Okay.
still potentially could participate in Community Fest. So we'll see because maybe I'll do it and try to add it to my shop as well.
Okay.
But keep me posted how it goes for you. So maybe
I
I
will
won't if you
definitely.
say it
Thank
doesn't
you
work.
so much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. Appreciate you. Take care, friend. All right.
You too.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I'm gonna let you down.
Okay.
All right, friends. Hopefully that made sense. Let me know if you guys have questions about Community Fest. I am here for about another 15 minutes or so. I have a meeting that I have to do with one of y'all clients. I love listening. Very informative. You're so welcome, Mrs. Coco Sandy. Appreciate your friend. This is all about Community Fest. And you guys are getting to know me, and hopefully you guys are liking and following, and we are all learning together. It is forcing me even because I don't battle that much, y'all. I don't battle. So it's forcing me to understand the concepts behind it, and I'm obviously I'm able to teach it a little bit, and as I learn, and I'm understanding it more. But it is a fun way to bring engagement into your live as well. So just keep that in mind. It is another fun way to draw people to your live. And like I said, the community fest, obviously, this is a little bit of a task for a live host because, again, you are just clicking the box and adding people into the room and growing your community that way. Thank you all who are on my YT. If you guys know I co stream at the same time, I am co streaming live on the YouTube as well. Still learning, friend. Absolutely. Um, so I tell people I co-stream because I don't want you to gate I don't want to gatekeep. I always tell you what I'm doing. So this becomes a playlist that you can go back and watch. But I'm trying to intentionally build my other platform too at the same time. Dave, the risk guy, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. I'm adding treasure boxes as we speak. So what I do here, I'll show you guys real quick on my tablet. My tablet is live as well. So I'm here, and this becomes a playlist for you guys to come back and watch. If you want to follow me over here on the YT, the tube, go over there in the same name, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, so that you guys know that this is something you can kind of go back and watch. If I ever say something in this live and you're like, You know what? That lady said something. Hello. Like, I remember Dr. Lisa mentioning this thing about the treasure box or how to engage or how to get a blue box. What is a blue box? And why do people have those next to their names? You can go back and watch my videos. So and also subscribe. Subscribing is good. So thank you so much for the channel. Coming to my channel if you are able to do that as well. But this is all about how you grow. Thank you all for sharing out the live. Thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate all the support to the lives because that's what we're doing. I hope you and your family have a lovely vacation. Thank you so much. We're excited. We're excited. I have to pack. I have to pack. I'm going to be the problem. Okay. I'm going to be the problem. I can't even fuss at nobody. I can't, usually you're the parent and the mom. She gets everybody together. I am not that one this time. See you later. Thank you. D Rob, did you want to finish? Do you want me to finish real quick fragment? So you get a fragment really quickly. I'll finish it. You get a fragment as you increase in your hitting different milestones. The league will actually tell you. So the fragment locks you in as you collect fragments. If you move up to your league each day, if you get to the end, get to 0%, and you move over to the next level, you want a fragment, and then the fragments, if you collect three fragments, it changes into a shield. So that locks you in as you're collecting shields. So the whole goal is to collect diamonds. That's what you're doing. You're collecting diamonds. You're collecting enough diamonds that will take you to the next league. Okay, so that's essentially what you're doing. Let me know if you have questions about that. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all the support, my friends. We are talking all things going live with ease and confidence. And so I talk about that in my live. Thank you so much. Let me know if there's any other questions. Appreciate you all being here. So I'm going to hang on for about another 10 minutes and then I'm going to have to leave my friends. Let me know if you have questions in terms of how to go live because I always talk about that as well. And I want to make sure you guys can go live with ease and confidence. Um, and let me know if you have any questions about the process. I want to make sure you guys are feeling supported. Okay. You said what are fragments? How do battles? How to go battle is what my issue is. You're trying to figure out how to battle. Sarah, you're saying have you done it? Are you doing Community Fest, Sarah? Let me know if you're doing Community Fest. I don't know if I have enough time to do another battle. Let me answer the question about fragments real quick. Fragments is when you're in a league. I'm in C1. It's up here. It'll show C1 top 80%. Actually, it says I'm higher than that now. But TikTok gives you leagues to say how you're performing, how your live is performing. So I'm in a league and I'm in a top, I'm in a C1 league. As you move up each day, you get another chance to increase and move up to the next level, to the next league. It goes from D5 4 3 2 1, C5 4 3 2 1, B5 4 3 2 1, and then A is 3 2 1. So you have those leagues and you're slowly progressing. So I'm at C1. The next one for me would be B5. B5, if I get enough fragments, meaning that I collected enough diamonds, it will lock me into a fragment. And that fragment, as I get three fragments, will let me go into the next league. And then in turn, I will get a shield so I can stay in that league, hopefully for um, enough time, a date time, good for until I can get to the next league, which is B4. Okay. Hello, how you doing from Bolivia? Is that it? Thank you so much. How are you? Where? Oh, I'm from Orlando, Florida. Thank you for asking. Can someone check to see if my account is now public, please? Is your account public? I can see your bio. Hola, how are you, friend? If I can see your bio, that means your account is more than likely public. If I can see your bio, that means your account is probably public. Yes. So I just saw it. Got it. Thanks. Okay, you're welcome, friend. Okay, appreciate you. Yeah. And then just so that you guys know, when you click the league, if you click the league, it tells you what league I'm in. There's always a question mark in the top corner. Click that question mark. That question mark will tell you everything you need to know. Okay. So I always tell you, follow the question mark. When you click the question mark up here, this is what I tell viewers. I tell you to click the question mark. There's 164 people in the room. If you click the question mark in the top corner after you click the number of people in the room, it tells you how to become a top viewer. Okay. So I tell you, you want to make sure you are a top viewer in a live and supporting the live because that's how you grow as as a viewer because people want to follow and connect with top viewers. Okay. So you always want to make sure you are paying attention. And that question mark tells you how to become a top viewer by liking the live, commenting, sharing out the live, and then ultimately gifting. You get a point for every gift that you send. Thank you so much, everybody who's here. Thank you for being here. We're going to stay on for another 10 minutes or so. Let me know if you have questions. So, Sarah, let me talk. Let me circle back. Community Fest. Are you going live today? Let me know if you're going live, friend. Because Community Fest is essentially an opportunity for you to open up the treasure box. And all I'm doing is open up the treasure box and it's driving traffic because people are seeing that I'm live. How do I share a live? If you press down on my nose or my glasses, use your finger, press down on your screen. A screen should pop up where you can share the live with your top supporters. Or if you click the arrow down here where it says 194 shares have happened, if you click that, that also is how you can share the live by clicking the copy link or sharing it with individual people who are in your bubbles. So there's two ways to do it. You said my energy is low. it's it is a thing. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If your energy is low, coming on live and doing the live hosting thing, it becomes a thing. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you joining the live. Thank you all for the support. You said possibly, but your energy is low, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support to the live. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you so much for helping to reach my goal. Awesome. Thanks. You're so welcome, friend. Appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have questions. Um, you said already energy. This is so needed. You're so welcome. Oh, appreciate you, friend. Keep asking questions. Like I said, that's what my room is for. I don't have a moderator. My room is designed to help you all in terms of answering questions. I was you one day, 6, 7 months ago. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the follows, friend. I was all of you all. I was new, so I was trying to figure this out. And Community Fest becomes another way to get eyes laid on your room, which I do like. I do like it. So we'll see. I'm torn. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow because I know we're gonna be so busy moving. But I might. I don't know. If I wake up early enough, I may go live. I may. We'll see. I had to change my name. Why did you? What you mean? What you changed your name? What happened? Hello, Define. Appreciate your friend. I appreciate everybody who's here. We are going to be in community for about another 5 minutes. I have a hard stop at 7 o'clock. So just so that you guys know, what is Community Fest? Okay, really quickly, if you click the Community Fest, AS Hunter, you, you need a bio too. I don't know if I'm having enough time to talk about the bio, but you want to have words in your bio because people will click your name and get a sense of who you are and what you're all about. And so you want to always have words there. So first of all, live rooms, people know who you are and decide if they want to friend you and connect with you. The other thing is TikTok uses that on your profile to determine what your content is about. So it works hand in hand with your content because it helps people again know who you are. But TikTok is going to send your content out to people who are looking for that. So for that topic, so it becomes part of your way of search engine optimization. Those SEO, the words that you have in there, will help your live. Some people were talking bad about me, unfortunately. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, I hate that. There are some trolls. Community Fest. If you click Community Fest up here, Community Fest. So you might have to swipe. You might have to swipe to get to it. But click the Community Fest. It is where you see a campaign where you can vote for your favorite live host. Thank you for allowing me to collect votes. I gave you a vote about every 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for the support. Appreciate all the shares. I appreciate all the support. So you get to vote for your creator. So if you're in my room, you can vote for me. You got to go to the next live host room to vote for them. So you're collecting votes by clicking the treasure box. You claim a vote and then you can send it out. to here, once you click Community Fest, swipe over to where it says For You, and you'll see all the tasks that you need to do in order to vote at the top, or if you got to do the daily heart me, or if you're claiming, if you are putting comments in or sending a gift. TikTok gives you a task to do. So you want to make sure you're doing those tasks. Thank you all who are here. I appreciate you. So, really quickly, what I do, if you go into my profile here, click my profile, and my mini profile is going to pop up. If you click my profile photo again, click my photo again, once it pops up, it'll take you to my main profile. Okay? So, that's how you get to someone's main profile. You click their photo. And then once you click my profile, you'll see where there's a bell in the top corner. You can click the bell to know when I post content and when I go live. Okay? So those are the two things. I go live 2 times a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. I'm going on vacation tomorrow, so my live schedule is going to be a little sketchy. Starting tomorrow to next Thursday. Next Thursday, I will be back on schedule. So I'm going to be sketchy for a little bit. But I am in these streets, friends. So you'll find me. I go live twice a day. If you are on my profile, you can also click my bio. There is a stand store link. If you are curious about scheduling an appointment, you can schedule an appointment with me. I have products to help you go live. So I have a 3 day, 3 page checklist to help new people in terms of what you need to do to go live. So I have a checklist for you. Also help you in terms of using AI, ChatGPT in particular, with identifying your topic, your niche, your target audience, because your target audience is who you want to talk to. If you think you're gonna come on this thing and talk to everybody, then that doesn't happen unless it's community fest. You're able to click people and people come to your room and then they decide if they want to stay or not. But essentially, you don't get community fest every day. So you need to know who's your audience. So you need to know what's the demographic, the psychographic, and the pain points so that you can create a live stream that is going to engage and target that particular audience so that they feel like you're talking to them. You want to resonate with your audience. So I teach that. There's some products in there. If you are an overthinker, if you are nervous, scared, shy, introverted, afraid to go live, get my Overthink into Action. It is free. So it's a free workbook to help you essentially set goals. But it's really a mindset guide because I want you to have the right mindset. If you're sitting back thinking you can't do this, only people like me can do it, that's not true. We all can do this and we can all do it in our own way. Okay? So that's what I do too. I try to motivate you all. I want you to go live. I want you to go live with confidence. I don't want you to be scared or afraid. And then ultimately, I want you to hit the go live button so you can build your community. So that's what I'm talking about as well. Thank you so, so very much, my friends who are here. I hate to leave you all. I do have to go, friends, because I have a meeting to go to. Someone scheduled a one on one, so I do offer one on ones if you need to do that. So, someone scheduled a one on one with me at 7. So, I have to make sure I am there for them and supporting them in their growth and their strategy. So, that's what I do. I do business consulting. So, that's essentially what it is. And so, depending on what you're looking to do and what you're looking to grow in terms of engaging your live stream, you could do a virtual meeting with me. And that's essentially what I'm about to start in a second, a virtual Zoom meeting. Let me know if you have any questions. You are welcome to go on to my stand store and connect with me or come back to my live streams and I answer questions if you're curious. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you all. Hand hearts to all of you. I wish I could take you guys with me. If you want to connect with other live hosts that have treasure boxes, let me know. I'm looking to see if there's anybody live with a treasure box that I know of. No, everybody is offline that I know who has treasure boxes. They're gone. All right, bye bye. Take care, friends. See you later. I will be back. I might come back later tonight if I can have some time, but maybe not. But we'll see. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for all supporting the live. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you all for coming in, supporting the live. I appreciate you all being here. Appreciate you connecting with me. Take care, friends. Good night. Bye bye.